good. Maybe they
I
just
mean,
don't
it's
think
a
he's good.
part of it. I mean, it's a weak quarterback class. There's no question about that. But that is to slide to the third round. Well, he ain't even been drafted yet, but slide to the third round is crazy.
Is it almost the third round?
They in the third round.
Oh my god. Oh, I didn't know it was that bad. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Tyler Show from Louisville got drafted before him.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly. Everyone was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
No, that's wild.
All I can say is it was a below average quarterback at Louisville. I think he was a starting quarterback when they played Florida State in that terrible ACC championship a few years. Was that last year actually? Yeah, last year. I think that's who they starter was.
Damn.
Yeah. So, what you been thinking of the NBA playoffs so far?
Uh, I'm still kind of annoyed with the format. I don't like the. Every year the play-in looks more and more dumb. I'm so tired of watching these blowouts, and by watching I mean just being aware of them. Like I'm not. The only reason I got this Celtics and Magic series up right now is because I'm waiting for the actual game, the
Same.
Lakers, and it's just like I just Bucks and Pacers. I don't care. Magic. See, are the Hawks in there with somebody? Did they even make it? I don't even think they
Nah, they
made it.
lost in the play-in to damn, who they play? The Heat. That's right.
Yeah. The Heat and Cavs don't care. Like the Nuggets and Clippers is supposed to be good, but the Nuggets are throwing the series now. So
I mean, you knew it was kind of over with whenever they fired their coach. And I was
yeah.
up in the air on that series because you got to think about, say, the storyline if Denver were to win this series. I mean, it ain't over. They down one game. Russ would get to go back to OKC against his former team in the playoffs. And you know, Russ always bring that energy, that charge, like that Pikachu over there behind your microphone. So yeah, like that'd be a cool storyline. But no, I think the Clippers got this one because they can milk some more games out of that Intuit Dome. Because you remember they got a new arena. They ain't got to share shit with
True.
the Lakers no more.
True. I heard it's really nice. I'd love to go. I've heard great things about it.
Yeah, it is. It's like one of the most expensive arenas in the world, I want to say. They got like a whole video breaking it down. They got one of the biggest jumbotrons. Got that wraparound shit. It's got like these super conveniently elevated seats.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like super next level shit. With regards to basketball arenas, at least. Who you got winning this shit though?
The game tonight? Um.
No, there's not the finals.
Oh, the finals. I mean, if I'm being honest, like I feel like the only reason, part of the reason, at least in my opinion, that like this whole Tatum's hurt wrist thing, it's like they're just trying to convince people that the Celtics aren't just gonna fly through the playoffs. Now, me personally, it's funny. My three favorite teams are the Thunder, the Celtics, and the Nuggets. Now, the Nuggets, I'm kind of over them. But OKC, you know me. You know I've been an OKC fan for the longest, so
Hell yeah, since the
I
KD days.
I want them to win. But if I'm being honest, the Celtics should win. So, you know, I'd just be cool for the Thunder to make it though. Like I would just be happy to see them in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like, I don't know about OKC, but Boston. I said last year they're gonna repeat, so that's what I'm sticking with. Out the West, it could be the Lakers. It's still, the 2024 season technically.
Mm.
The cold Kobe shit, LA teams and all that. So I could see that.
I do see like I know that the league desperately wants Celtics Lakers, but LeBron's too fucking old. Just don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think so. I think he done winning rings. That's why they had to give him all those accolades. Like they're playing with his son. Pause. Scoring title, the in season tournament, all this other bullshit. That's what that's all about. When he
Okay,
gone though, I do think the Lakers gonna do something.
it's tough. I do feel like, and you're gonna hate this. Me personally, if LeBron gets this ring, go debate's over. In my opinion.
How he still has a losing record if that was the case.
I guess you're one of the people that think it would be better if he lost earlier in the playoffs instead of in the finals. I got you. I hear you. If
Like
he
it
just
just
lost in the conference finals every time before he got to the finals, and he had a 4-0 record instead of 4-6, you would probably respect that more.
yeah. If he was undefeated for sure. That's the biggest thing is though he didn't lost too many fucking times, especially
Punishment
in a
for
row.
making it farther. I hear you. No, that makes sense.
No one cares about second place. That's all I gotta say. So
But if he came in third, then it wouldn't be on his finals record, which is funny logic to me. But I understand why people make it. You know. Regardless,
I'll
the
say
Lakers
this.
aren't gonna fucking win, so it doesn't even matter.
I'll say this about LeBron, and yeah, they gonna win this series. Anthony Edwards already said it, but I'll say this about LeBron though, like, bro, even if they got eliminated first round, second round, conference, it don't matter. He was never in the GOAT debate to start, so it wouldn't change that at all.
So in your mind, there is no GOAT debate.
At least he's not in it. I'm gonna put it like that. He's nowhere near that shit. That just dead that shit. He is nowhere near that debate. If you wanted to bring up shit, you can bring up Hakeem,
Kareem though.
Kareem, Hakeem, shit. You can bring up Dr. J, Wilt, Oscar Robertson, obviously MJ, Kobe. You could go down the list with a few niggas. I would listen to that argument. But the LeBron is like, nah, we ain't even. I ain't gonna entertain that shit. Not even just nah, nigga, please.
Okay.
Said Derek looking like Cleveland from God tonight. Is he trying to say Family Guy? Yeah, I
Probably.
assume
Probably.
Yeah, the
Probably.
from is probably a typo. You do not look like. Nah, is he trying to say Cleveland Junior, bro? Except you're not fat though.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It must be something about the camera putting weight on me, man. People have been talking about me like I'm big as hell. I really don't get it. I'm a very like normal sized person.
People's perception of like heights and shit is off, like on the camera, because they don't see your whole body,
Yeah.
so they gotta guess and shit.
I put out this picture of myself once, and I was just wearing a hoodie that was like kind of long. So, like, a couple people were like, "Damn, I didn't know this Derapy guy was that tall." I'm like, I am short as fuck. Y'all have no idea what you're talking about. Like, people's perception on the internet is really funny to me. Like, they just have no idea. Every time they see me, I'm sitting down. So, like, why would you assume anything?
Same. Like, if you want to see my legs, man, go on Instagram. You'll see me working out. But like, camera wise, nah. What's up, Mike Lenz in the building? Big B. But yeah, like, I feel you on the first round of NBA playoffs. Like, I just wish that shit was over with, because it's always two extremes. Either I want this series to go 7, or I want this over in 4. It better not be 5. Like the Nuggets Clippers, I would love for this to go 7.
Yeah.
Boston Orlando, get that shit over with. Not even it's gonna be 5 now. It looks like it's Orlando 1. Pacers Bucks, get that shit over with now. I don't care. It's Doc Rivers. We know how this story goes every year.
My hot take that I don't think is going to be hot for all that long is that Doc Rivers just simply isn't that good of a coach. He's always blowing leads. He's like living off the legacy of one ring from 2008. Like, the best thing you ever did happen when Obama got elected the first time. Like, what are we even talking about? Like, I'm just sick. I'm just sick of people trying to act like Doc Rivers is a good coach because he won that ring. Like,
Who said he was a good coach?
whoever keeps
Everybody
hiring
been
him.
knew that shit.
Why do they keep giving him jobs?
He in the brotherhood. That's why. Why you think the same coaches keep getting jobs? It's like they get fired from one team, they land a job the next day on some other team. Udoka,
Fraternal
look at that. He
shit.
just landed in Houston. It's good on him that they was winning and made it to the playoffs. But Udoka fired from the Celtics, landed with the Rockets.
To be fair, he had a pretty unique situation.
Yeah, it's different than most, but I'm just saying, like, he still found a job though.
Right? Yeah.
When you could have easily went for, say, a Mark Jackson, but they blackballed his ass, and it's like,
Yeah,
nah.
they fucking hate him for some reason. Ime Udoka, for all intents and purposes, for right now, seems like a decent coach. I mean, the Rockets shouldn't be doing shit, and they got the second seed, and they're giving the Warriors problems. Granted, we haven't gotten to talk about this. Did Amen Thompson purposely take Butler out that game? What do you think?
Yeah. I don't think in the game, in a series, in the playoffs, they just gonna do that shit by chance.
Yeah. I thought about it for a while, and I watched a bunch of different angles, and it didn't make like I didn't want to assume that he broke that man's. Let me joke. I didn't want to assume that he knocked him out for like out of malice or out of a plan. But then I saw other clips throughout the game and other clips from Amen Thompson. I was like, oh, that's his character. That's what he does. Did you see him fucking elbow that dude in the face for no reason? I was like, oh,
I mean, shit,
oh
you got
shit.
niggas in the league like that. You got some niggas in the league like that. I mean, think about when Pachulia hurt Kawhi in the playoffs.
Yeah, that shit was
Remember when he just
so.
inched his foot a little bit closer, or Giannis he ended up hurting somebody in the playoffs? It's like they know what they doing.
That was blatant and terrible.
Or Draymond Green stomping on a person, kicking a guy in the nuts. Didn't he try to hit LeBron in the finals one year? Or something. It was like when he got tangled up and shit.
This is the only good nickname that Skip Bayless ever came up with. I think he called him Zazapa Cheap Shot.
Damn.
I was like, damn, that's pretty cold.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, definitely injured Kawhi on purpose. And Amen Thompson, I thought at first, I was like, because they made it look like Steven Adams bumped into him or Draymond pushed him. I saw, bro, I'm the biggest Draymond Green hater on planet Earth. Okay, the only people that hate Draymond more than me are the people that he actually tackled or poked in the eyes. But like as fans go, I'm the biggest Draymond Green hater. But he did not shove Amen Thompson. He just didn't do it. Like, trust me, I wanted to get on him, but he didn't do it. I think that was just Amen. He's just doing what he thought he had to do, whatever he was told to do. It's gross. It's awful. But you know, some would say that Jimmy deserved it. I'm not
Somebody
some.
got to be the bad guy in every series.
Somebody got to be the bad guy.
Yeah. AB said his NFL humiliating Shadur before his initiation as they stall his draft into the third round now. Yes. I said that earlier. It's part of that, and I mean, shit. Weak quarterback class. So what was his record at Colorado? 13-14. Somehow got his jersey retired because of that Hail Mary play. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Yeah, if he comes out and has a baller ass year, then we already know that this was all part of the plan.
And the fact the media was so adamant from the jump to like talk shit about him, talk negative
Yeah.
about him, fast as hell. Like honestly, every black quarterback just about goes through this shit. There's a few that skate by. Like I think Cam Newton got by. Obviously, you know the shit in college with the laptop, but other than that, Cam was good. He was good. Cam Ward, to my knowledge, I don't remember them saying a whole bunch of negative stuff. So you know, Lamar, he went through it. You should be a wide receiver. Yeah, 2-time MVP now. Fuck you talking
Yeah,
about?
they're
Bill
trying to
Polian,
get him,
old decrepit ass over there. Tomorrow, I think he should turn to a wide receiver. All right, well,
trying to
nigga,
get him to play running back.
I think you need to stay away from younger women. Allegedly, of course, but that's just me. That's just me. Anyway, fuck Bill Polian. So I'll make an
Nah,
appearance on DMTV. At some point, we could. At some point, I need to reach out to him. But now, what you finna say, Derek?
there's a little there's like the obvious little like racial undertone stuff happening, but like it didn't really hit me until I saw the way some people were talking about Cam Ward, and it's like as black people, like you recognize it instantly because it was kind of like a roundabout way of saying like Cam Ward is one of the good ones. They were just like, look at this guy, plain suit, mild mannered, well spoken, articulate, just that shit. And I was like, ah, there it is. It didn't hit me. It didn't hit me until they started talking about Cam Ward like he's this just the most outstanding, upstanding citizen. And I was just like, man, I thought this was about ball, man. Come on. So I do think it's there's a number of reasons that this could be happening, but some might be more obvious than people are willing to admit. If B Fire was here, if Dell was here, you already know that that thug that you knew they weren't gonna draft that thug in the first. And it's so crazy
B-Fire
because
happy
Shadur
as
seems
hell
like
because he said Shadur gonna be a bust. He said that shit. I'm like, I know he happy right now. He ain't played. Shadur ain't played yet, so things can change, of course. But
stays getting validated before the season even starts, man.
did I see what happened with AP with a Dewey leaving the Vikings draft party? No. Honestly, bro, I'm not trying to keep up with every single thing that happened in the draft. I'll keep up with the picks and stuff as they go, but I'm not sitting there watching the draft, bro. Like, I'll find my way back to it, or if someone mentions something.
I watch like the first 5, 10 picks, and then I'm like, I don't know any of these people. I'm not gonna sit around and watch this.
I'll start watching the draft. Shit, maybe by middle school, I was already done watching the draft because I was like, I can't do this. Like, I've never cared to watch that shit. Like, I don't understand people going to the draft. I can understand if you want to go to a football game, basketball game, but fans that go to drafts, it don't make sense to me. Why the fuck? I don't know, is it free or not? But why would I get in my sports gear and tailgate to watch niggas in suits walk on a stage and
Watch
shake
people
hands?
make millions of dollars getting their name called. I think
Yeah,
people
like
just
I'm not finna.
people want to be on TV.
I mean, sure, that's cool and all. If you want to be on TV, shit, record a YouTube video and turn on your TV. There you go.
Also,
Um,
I won't lie. If the draft was in Nashville, which is definitely going to happen someday,
it's happened already.
I would go. I mean, it'd probably be like a nice experience. You get to see some famous people or whatever. There's going to be a bunch of people around, so like living near Nashville like I do, it's like it would be crazy that night because all those people came traveling in. It'd also be dangerous, low-key. I probably wouldn't go out, but like I understand the idea. It's like an event. It's like in a much 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 smaller sense. It's kind of like the Super Bowl coming to town, but you don't have to pay like thousands of dollars.
And it's Super Bowl a little different. Draft,
Yeah.
I would not go to the actual draft. Maybe just walk around downtown or something if it was in the city. But to sit there and go there, nigga, please. I don't do that damn much. Fuck that. I ain't trying to be around all them goddamn people, man. To shit, have to wait in line to go take a piss and shit. Fuck out of here, bro. Hell no.
Yeah, I mean,
For the
yeah,
draft, nigga, please.
I wouldn't like to
Please.
be around that many people for that long. I get anxious in those crowds and shit. You just never know these days. But
Wolfie said Lakers throwing the game. The irony of that name. I love it. I'm going to start just because it's Wolfie. So Wolves are cooking. Cam
uh,
Ward's just a black Will Levis. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not
no,
Will Levis.
no, 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 no,
Nah,
no,
fam. I'm not even finna go down that rabbit hole. I'm not even gonna waste my time. They got Gilbert Arenas watched this show, gets a multi-million-dollar deal. Now his son was in a coma after a car crash. Was that yesterday? And he went to USC just like Bronny, who had the heart problem last year. Go figure. Incoming freshman. And if I recall, Gilbert Arenas, what was he? He helped train Bronny coming into the league too.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was one of those people that was out there like trying to defend him and stuff. I'm glad the Bronny noise is quieted down though, because like let's be real, nobody actually really cared to begin with. It's just a bunch of fake outrage.
It's really the fact that he was getting so much coverage when he shouldn't have.
That's what I'm saying. Like y'all shouldn't even be talking about him. He's not doing anything.
But we ain't got to worry about in the playoffs because his that shit. Dalton Connect don't even see the floor in the playoffs. That's saying something.
That's kind of crazy, honestly. Like I feel like he could contribute something, but I mean JJ Redick doesn't fucking think so. I guess that's all that matters.
His white spot got taken by Luca. That's what happened. Because remember they tried to trade his ass, they rescinded it, and now it's like, oh, and now it's this awkward shit where he was supposed to go to Charlotte, and now it's that shit didn't go through. Even though some player was behind one your ass out of there.
Hey, I don't think it's like a stretch to be like, y'all can't be starting 3 white dudes. Like, let's be for real. Like, that just, I mean, I wouldn't care. I want this team to have the best chance to win, but like, let's be real. Like, you think LeBron's gonna go out there with like 3 white dudes and Jackson Hayes? That shit doesn't even sound right. It makes no sense.
Bro, I was thinking though, like, when's the last time there was an all-white starting five, at least in one game in the NBA? Because I know it had to have happened.
We were not alive for it.
No, it had to have been in like the last 5 years. I'm serious. I'm not joking. I want to say there was a meme about this shit where it was like one game where this shit happened. I couldn't tell you the team, but I'm sure it happened at least one time in the last 5 years. Anybody in the chat, if you know, let me know because I'm curious.
Ain't no way.
Why this team is.
It's like having 2 white corners and 2 white safeties. That shit is not real. Never gonna happen again.
It's like an all-black coaching staff. It's like, all right, bro, we all know all like, hold on. GM's like, oh, wait a minute, hold on, slow down here. What are we doing? We ain't gonna win shit. Fuck.
Mike Tomlin's like the only black coach whose job is safe.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Thanks to the Rooney Rule, it'd be kind of weird if the Steelers of all teams fired their black head coach.
Yeah, that's why he can keep getting away with having these mediocre ass seasons.
It don't bother me. I hate the Steelers, so keep going 8-8, not winning another Super Bowl. Let it happen. Would you say Mike Tomlin is the Doc Rivers of the NFL?
Mmm.
Because the debate needs to be brought up now at this point.
He is also getting a lot of credit for. Well, I know he has one Super Bowl. Did he make another one? Or
Yeah, he did when they lost to the Packers in Dallas.
Okay,
That was Aaron
so,
Rodgers discount double check. Shit.
So he's made 2 Super Bowls. So he's still better than Doc Rivers. But
He lost one though. Doc Rivers has a 1-1. Is it 1-1? No, 1-2. I think 1-2.
he lost some finals. I don't even.
Because remember, he was still coaching the Celtics when they lost to the Lakers. He was coaching the Magic when they lost.
Doc Rivers sucks, bro. He needs to stop. Do you remember when he was commentating for a few months? That shit was terrible.
Yes, that was rough.
This man has the worst voice in sports, and you put him on the call? I was like, yeah, I'm watching this shit on mute.
Yeah, him. Some people said they don't like Chris Webber. I've never really focused on Chris Webber to say I really don't like him as an announcer. But Reggie Miller, that's the one I really can't stand.
Motherfuckers hate Reggie Miller.
Oh my golly Wally. On just walked down the court. He is the greatest player of all time. I'm like, Reggie, shut the fuck up, bro. Like if he was an analyst, I could deal with him, but him as an announcer is so.
I'd rather have Richard Jefferson. He's annoying as fuck too, but at least
I don't mind Richard because he's actually funny from time to time.
He is funny. He's like snarky. He's like a little uppity, but he's funny.
He's like the yin to Gilbert Arenas' yang. Because they were college teammates and shit.
Yeah, Richard Jefferson. He kind of has that like pretentious air to him, but like he like handles it well.
I never liked JJ Redick as an announcer either. Him in the finals was unbearable.
JJ Redick is a guy that is far too aware of how much he knows about basketball. He just can't shut the fuck up about it. I'm glad he's a coach though, because he's probably a good coach, but like he's way too passionate about how passionate he is at about the game, if that makes sense. Like he loves how much he loves the game.
I don't think his knowledge bothers me so much. It's really like the fact that of all the players who talked down on the past generations, it was JJ Redick. It's like, nigga, you was like Jerry West put him in his place. He was like, nigga, you were barely a role player. Like Jerry West was the fucking logo.
Yeah.
Like you were a role player.
Jerry West was nice too, by the way. Like I'm the type of person that will be like, hey bro, some of these dudes could not dribble with their left hand and don't know what a crossover is. But Jerry West was actually nice. So
yeah, and he was like, yeah, these so-called plumbers and shit. This so-called plumbers, the logo made the Hall of Fame. What have you done, JJ?
JJ Redick ain't done shit.
He ain't done shit. I remember when he cried when he got traded to Milwaukee.
Yeah. Being traded, I imagine, can be pretty traumatic and kind of suck. But I wouldn't show that publicly.
I don't know if he showed it publicly, but he said it like in an interview. Well, if you was an NBA player, what team would you just hate to go to the most?
Oh, hate! Oh,
man!
It
was like you was on like a team you liked, and it was like, yeah, Derek, we gotta trade you, man. And what team would you go to that you'd be like, fuck?
If I woke up to news that I got traded to the Charlotte Hornets, like I might retire.
That's a poppin' city, though. I could live with, and they got some good barbecue. I could live with that.
But like
Utah, Salt Lake City, I would, because they hate black people.
Oh, I didn't
on there. They
that.
Mormons, so they don't know alcohol. No.
Utah. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't.
That'd be bad.
I don't think I'd like to live in Memphis. With all due respect, I don't think I want to live there. Like if you got to go to the arena to practice all the time. I stayed in Memphis for one night. Not trying to slander them, but this is my personal experience. Almost got robbed over a Whopper. I already told you.
What? Wait, no.
Literally.
Wait, no, you gotta tell this.
It was like 2017, 2018. A friend of mine, he's like a huge he hates LeBron more than anything, probably as much as you. Actually, you know him, Justin, my old roommate.
Yeah.
So we spontaneously decided to go see the Grizzlies because they had, Kevin Durant Warriors and the tickets were cheap. And we went there like a day trip and we stayed overnight, I think. But there was a Burger King like right next to the motel we were at. And it was within walking distance, so I walked to the Burger King, which is stupid to walk alone in Memphis to get. But whatever. I thought because we could see the FedEx Arena from where we were staying, I was like, well, surely this is a safe neighborhood. We're right next to where the Grizzlies play, so that was a fucking lie. So I went to the Burger King. There is a car-sized hole in the Burger King, like there's a hole in the Burger King that you could literally drive a vehicle through.
What the hell?
But the Burger King was still open though. Like, why are they open? So
Did they have like wood set up to close out the hole, or just let it say fuck it? It's open?
there was like a sign. If I remember, there was like tape going across, like please don't walk through here. People were still walking through. Whatever. So, so I'm like, all right, this is weird, but I'm just trying to get like a Whopper, right? So there was this deal at the time where like you get a Whopper meal for like $5 or something. So I got like two of them, and they bagged them separately because they probably thought I was getting it for two people. So I got two Whopper meals. I leave the Burger King to walk back to the motel, and this dude is like yelling at me from across the street. He's like, "Yo, what's in the bag? What's in the bag, man?" It's like, just walking down the street with just two bags of Burger King. I'm trying to ignore him, but I already made eye contact with him, so he knows that I know that like we know each other are there. And I'm trying to ignore him, but he literally crosses the street. And I remember this. He didn't even look both ways. He just fucking crossed the street. It just starts walking briskly towards me. I was like, oh, I guess I should be running now. This nigga's running up on me over some Burger King. So I'm literally running back to this motel, and I'm in better shape than I am right now. So like I get away from him pretty quickly. But I'm like, this nigga was really trying to run me down over some Burger King. And this is the only time I have ever been in Memphis. I was like, yeah, I'm good on that. Crazy. Shit is wild. Getting hollered at. It was broad daylight, but the sun is out. Like, this isn't like the dead of night. Like, that shit is ridiculous. So I was like, yeah, I'm good on Memphis, bro.
Oh, that's fun.
That shit was horrible.
Nigga said it was broad daylight shit. I done heard stories from niggas from Memphis and shit. I was like, when he said that you can get robbed by a nigga with a fit more expensive than yours, I was like, I don't need to hear nothing else. I'm good. They getting Louis Vuitton robbed. Yeah, I'm cool on that.
That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, no wonder Jaw Wick is out here with the fucking yappa every time he hits a layup, throwing pipe bombs for celebrations. Like, bro, he's just showing you what he sees every day, I guess.
He don't give a fuck, man. I do like players that don't give a fuck, like him, Anthony Edwards, but it's to their own detriment though too, because it's like they not gonna push you to the top for real, like doing that, all that shit. It's like we can't control him. We don't like that.
Yeah, this is why that guarantee money is such a problem. They're gonna kill that shit one day.
Well, yeah, that'll be when Adam Silver is gone or steps down or something. It's gonna be a minute,
especially after that. With that Bradley Beal contract, you already know there's some people that are like, bro, why the fuck are we guaranteeing these niggas all this money? They're terrible. Terrible. Is that the worst contract in NBA history? 50 million? No trade clause?
That's a pretty bad one.
Somebody smoking crack, bro. Ain't no way.
That's pretty bad.
Speaking
of bad, Wolfie said the Lakers traded for Luka to lose in the first round. Thought it would be rigged. It's still early though. I mean, shit, they down by 3 in the first quarter. Like, there's a lot of basketball left to be played. That dumbass nigga was staying out of bounds. But yeah, there's a lot of basketball left to be played.
I don't think the Lakers are losing this series.
I don't either. I mean, just for ratings, think about it. Steph versus LeBron always does decent ratings.
I wanted the Warriors to win, but I really feel like since Jimmy broke his ass, I don't think they got a chance now, unfortunately.
Unless they get dragged to the second round and lose that way. So, I mean, some series you can tell after 2 games, yeah, like this shit over with. Like Boston and Orlando, I'd be surprised if Orlando actually won that series. Indiana, Milwaukee. Again, we talked about who they coach is for the Bucks. I'd be surprised if they won that series. It's the series kind of like a Clippers Nuggets a little bit tougher to decide.
I've never been so disinterested in a series with a player as great as Giannis. Dude's averaging like 34, 14, and 6 or something. And I'm like, I just don't care though. I haven't watched a single fucking second of that series.
A couple of games been close, but this one as we know is gonna happen.
I don't know where you're watching the game right now, but Chathu, for the record, Dream West is back up. If you know, you know. Dream West is back up. That's how I'm watching tonight.
Dream West, I like it. Dream West. Took me a minute. I was like, "What the fuck is Dream West?" I was like,
You know. You got it. It was down for a bit, but now it's back and it's clean.
Yeah, I was watching SmackDown earlier before this game came on. I got to see John Cena and Randy Orton. I was like, nostalgia. Shit different though. We in a super weird world now, man. John Cena's a bad guy. Randy Orton's a good guy. Deion Sanders' son is being humiliated in the draft and not getting picked. What else is crazy? What else is crazy in this? Drake is went down bad. Shannon Sharp going through hell.
Oh God, bro! Don't get me started on Shannon
That
Sharp.
shit is. That shit bad.
It's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, but you know,
I still think it's all some bullshit though. Like the timing just way too weird. And like him and Shaq got that beef. Shaq put in the tip and like pause. So like it's.
Wait, what's the beef with him and Shaq? I missed that.
This shit go back some months. They had some issues back and forth. I think it was like podcast beef. You know how that shit go.
Oh.
And also Shannon critiqued Shaq's game too as a basketball player. Shaq's insecure as hell.
Shaq is one of the most sensitive
Petty
people
motherfuckers you'll ever meet.
Ever. Like, bro be getting like real life mad over some like fucking banter with him and Charles. Like, he'd just be like, how many rings do you have? Do you have any of the? How many do you have? Don't talk to me about that. Like, bro, you're getting paid so much money to not know shit about what you're talking about. Just be grateful, man. This man, do you know how many times he's admitted that he don't even watch the fucking games? You think the least he can do is watch the fucking games?
That nigga be DJing and stuff. I've seen the videos of what they actually in the studio. He be DJing for real.
He does
He
not
good at
want to
it,
work
but
for
like,
real.
yeah.
They're paying him too much money to not know ball. That shit is annoying.
And who gonna step to him? He's 7 feet tall, 300 something pounds. Who really gonna be like Shaq? You really need to do it. Who gonna say something besides Charles?
I mean, I wouldn't, but you know, somebody should.
Get Dwight Howard out there. He younger. Shit. They really don't like each other. Put Dwight Howard out there as enforcer. All right, Shaq, you need to do your job, man.
What's funny is I didn't like Dwight Howard until he got on the Lakers. Like what he brought to that team for that Mickey Mouse ring, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, he was a key piece of that shit for real. Like he was when they were playing the Nuggets and Jokic. When he left, the Lakers no longer have really an answer for Jokic.
Because Dwight Howard was strong as fuck. Like you need a big that's like muscular in order to actually do anything.
And he was a DP of the year too.
Yeah,
forget that shit.
Yeah, didn't he just get announced for the Hall of Fame? I think so.
It might have been him. I don't feel like it ain't been 5 years yet, has it?
I don't know.
Cause I swear he was on another team after the Lakers, and that was 20. No, it ain't been 5 years. Ain't no way. I swear he was on one more team. Dez asked, are you picking the Chiefs next year?
I'm not ready for that conversation yet.
Bruh, you can't tell me that shit still sting.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It was tough. I talked a lot of shit for them to get destroyed in the Super Bowl. This is not one of my proudest moments.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. They'll probably be back. I don't know about next year. I think people are kind of over them. I think people are kind of over the whole Swift Kelsey thing. Like I think the league is going to be interested in some different stories this year, and I feel like since after you lose a three-peat, like it's kind of hard to hype anybody up for, they're they're gonna try and tease like it's a revenge tour. Like, bro, ain't nobody care. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think this might be what Reed's last year and Kelsey's last year. At least from what I heard. Was Kelsey? He'll be thinking it'd be his 13th year. That's Taylor Swift's favorite number too. So something to think about because people will write them off. So I don't have the door completely closed on them, but people will write them off.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that they're done and they're not gonna be contenders, but I'm really interested to see like I had this brief conversation with somebody earlier in my Discord about like how good actually is Patrick Mahomes now. I would never slander the man like that, but it's like we've never seen him without kind of like without Hall of Fame talent around him. You know what I mean? Like he's always had Tyreek Hill or Andy Reid or like the fastest kid in the draft like Xavier Worthy or Travis Kelsey, like arguably the greatest tight end ever. It's like we never see him without somebody or something. Like even last year when people are like, "Oh, the receivers are bad," which they're saying every year now. The year before it was the drops. Last year it's everybody's injured. It's like, but you still have Andy Reid. You still have a great defense. You still have Travis Kelsey. You still have one of the fastest receivers in the league. Like, but when Reed or Kelsey leaves, that's when we'll really see just how good he is. That's when we'll know. He's still great, obviously, but I understand why some people are like, bro, Josh Allen looks better. Lamar Jackson is more fun to watch. Treating this man like he's Magic Man. He just has the green light to do a bunch of tricky fun shit like Steph Curry.
Yeah, I would say he's the football version of Steph Curry.
Yeah. He's a front runner, low key.
That's 100% true. Like I don't hate Patrick Mahomes, but he definitely overrated.
He's a touch overrated. He's a touch
It's
overrated.
it was when they was doing all that GOAT conversation shit, like right after the Super Bowl before they got embarrassed by the Eagles. It was like, why? There's no reason to even have this conversation right now with him being the GOAT. Like, I get why sensationalize things, but come on.
Yeah, they were. Oh shit, Nolan's in the chat. Yeah, he's a mod for me. He's the one I was talking to about Patrick Mahomes earlier. This man said Rui Hachimura legacy game incoming. That's hilarious.
Hey, who was that player they had a couple of years ago who had the game? Had used to have a funny haircut, played at Florida State. Lonnie Walker, remember you had that game?
The Lonnie Walker game. Yeah.
Yeah, you did a video about that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Man, where the fuck is Lonnie Walker?
He is with the. I swear I saw this shit not too long ago. Lonnie Walker. I'm about to look that up now.
Lonnie Walker the fourth.
Sixers.
Yeah, his career's over.
Yeah, he had Crip, Paul George. That's another one too.
Hey, bruh. Did any team have a worse, more disappointing year than the Philadelphia 76ers? Probably
I
not.
don't think so, man. Actually, let me see. I bet there's one.
Statistically worse, maybe, but like,
You could say the Wizards because they're the Wizards.
not more disappointing though. Like nobody.
Oh, like a
let their
letdown.
fan-
Like the expectations was. I got you. In the East, I don't see nobody who had high expectations besides the Sixers. In the West, you could say the Suns, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Suns. Maybe the Spurs because of the injury to Wemby. Because they started off pretty decent.
I just feel like the early career Wemby injury was kind of inevitable though. Like that's like the least surprising thing to me, if I'm being honest. It's unfortunate, but it's not surprising.
It's really common when you think about it. Like Embiid had it, Zion had it.
Bro, you can't be that fucking
Wemby
big and not
had
have shit
it.
happen to you.
Chet
Like, come on.
Holmgren had the early career injury. Who else? Name another notable player, because I know another one had an early injury in their career.
Greg Oden got his whole career cooked instantly.
I mean someone who still like came out to be
who's
like
still
an all
ended up
star
being
after
good.
he got hurt and shit. Wasn't LaMelo one of them too?
LaMelo started
Did he
out
get hurt?
injured. Yeah. Damn. That just made me think Alonzo Ball. That's a sad story, bro. I don't know
He
what the
ain't an
fuck
all
happened.
star, but yeah, Lonzo would have been more solid if he didn't get hurt.
He had potential, but
Julius Randle, I think, was another one that got hurt early and got bro. He kept having injury problems. Somebody
Julius Randle
correct me if I'm
scares
wrong.
me.
Why?
Something about his face. Something about maybe he has like eczema or something. So I'm not gonna judge him, but like he's got something going on. Something his aura is off. Like he looks haunting to me. He doesn't make me feel comfortable.
He just he just a dark skinned dude, bro. Like I
Nah,
don't see.
man. Nah, man. There's something in his eyes, man. There's something up with him.
Are you saying like I kind of get what you trying to say? Are you saying like he looked like he got jaundice eyes? Is that what you trying to like? You done seen that one person in the hood whose eyes a little off, a little bit fucked up, and they give you that weird energy? Is that what you trying to say?
Something like that.
I
Something
see
like
what you're
that.
saying.
Something like that. If you just
I
look
wouldn't
up,
say I get that weird energy from him, but I see what you're saying.
yeah.
Jerry said, "What y'all think about a Celtics Thunders finals?"
Oh, it's
I'd be
coming.
cool with that.
It's
I would be
coming.
cool with that. Um, the last good finals or finals, like I said, I truly enjoyed. I'd say 20, and even then it was a stretch. It was 2019 with the Raptors, just because we got to see the Warriors with KD lose to a different team, and Kawhi got his second ring. Other than that, the last good one was really the 3-1 comeback. Because remember, after that, KD went to the Warriors, and the shit was super predictable then.
Oh yeah. Nolan said Steph
Steph
had
had, yeah, he
injured. Yeah,
did. Yeah, good
I
good
didn't think about
catch.
that. Nolan's a Steph Glazer, a Warriors fan. Typical.
Wolfie, it wouldn't surprise me on your question about Wimby in the shot. Would not surprise me because that shit been going on for a while. No one said Dubs in 6.
He's got a lot of faith.
I don't blame him for not having faith in the Warriors. At least in this round. Damn, that's a brick.
Oh, we must be on the exact same time, and I'm glad that this game is competitive though,
I mean, it's
because
Friday
see those
night.
blowouts. Yeah,
You got Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, two of your Olympic basketball gold medalist faces and shit in the playoffs, of course.
hey man, Friday night prime time, pivotal game 3. There's not gonna be a blowout tonight. That's fair.
I
Okay.
will say I usually expect if there's a 3-game slate, at least one of them to be close, and maybe 2 blowouts. Some nights it'd be 3 blowouts in a row. I'm like, okay, bro, what the fuck?
Let me ask you this, because my brother and I have been arguing about this for like 2 years now. Is Austin Reeves good enough to be the third option on a championship team?
Third option on a championship team?
Third option
Who the
on a
other two
championship.
ahead of him? Then I can answer that question better.
I mean,
You want to
I
use
feel
LeBron
like
and Luca, or you want to
Ru-
use like just pick 2 different people in the league?
I mean, the foundation of the argument is how good actually is Austin Reeves? Can he be the third best player on it? Can he be option 3? I mean, so let's say I'm trying to think if we dropped him into a
After
different
that
team.
3, the answer is probably no. No, I'm kidding. But in all seriousness, no, bro. Like
I'm on the side that he isn't. I don't think he's good enough to be
nah,
the third best player on a championship team.
that nigga's like a 3B.
He
That's a
would thrive
3B.
in a position like where like Derek White is. I don't even know if he's better than Derek White. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know.
I'm trying to think of who I could compare him to. Trying to use like the Nuggets because you got Murray and Jokic, Aaron Gordon. Damn, Gordon is their third option. Shit.
Is he even better than Bradley Beal right now? I mean, yeah, probably. But like,
He's more impactful because Aaron Gordon's like a hustle player and shit. Are you talking about Austin Reeves? Which one?
oh, so Austin Reeves. I was just thinking like, so you know how when the reason why Bradley Beal was on the worst contract in the history of the league is because he was like averaging 30 with the Wizards for some reason. Do we think that Austin Reeves has that kind of sauce? Like, could he have been there and averaged 27, 28 if he was the main guy? I
Say
don't
that
know.
again. Say that first half again.
Could Austin Reeves have put up Bradley Beal numbers on the Wizards?
The sorry Wizards version, right?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Like
If
you
Jordan
think he
Poole
could
could do that
average
shit, yeah.
high 20s, Austin Reeves? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think he
Maybe.
could. I think with the Wizards, yes. They still be losing this shit, but yeah, I think so. He get more shots. He didn't have to play second fiddle to LeBron or second fiddle to Luca. So yeah.
I don't think that Austin Reeves is going to be a consistent or competent playoff performer in my opinion. I don't think he's built like that.
I ain't say he's gonna be the lead guy and get you to the playoffs, but if he wanted to score 20 for the Wizards and they suck, sure. That's about it. It's not gonna be he scored 20, he averaged 20 for the year and they went to the playoffs. Fuck no. But he'll get
Here's
his
my
stats.
here's my main reason. Here's my main argument. Let's just take this current situation as it's presently constructed. If LeBron or Luca have a bad game, the Lakers lose if Austin Reeves doesn't show up. And I think that's too much pressure. If one of the top two guys has a bad game, that means that Austin Reeves has to pick it up. And I don't think he's built like that.
You heard what Lucas said when he was mic'd up. He was like, guys, we gotta play like this for 40 minutes. He was talking to the starters, bro.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah, bro. He said, Lil Dang did have a bad contract. You ain't lying about that shit. Lil Dang did have, on the back end of his career, he did have a bullshit ass
I
contract.
forgot all about him. Yeah.
Lil Dang, bro, dude was cold with the Bulls though. Shit, and
he was nice.
Duke really. Lil Dang was like that at Duke too. Wonder what he does now. Said 2023 finals with the Heat Nuggets is probably the worst finals ever. Bubble, and then maybe I don't know. I could throw them Cavs Warriors post KD, one of those in there too as worst finals.
Bruh. Every finals that had the Kevin Durant Warriors in it was the fucking worst. Fuck all those series. Fuck.
No,
all
I
those
did
games.
enjoy Kevin Durant embarrassing LeBron. I did enjoy watching LeBron get swept. But other than that, from a competitive standpoint, and or a what's the word I'm looking for? Unpredictability standpoint or suspense standpoint. Oh yeah, that shit was gone.
It was a bad
Moment
TV
that trade
product.
was made, and that's when people started copying the Warriors too. If you remember, when they started copying that playing style, because it was the Warriors, and the Rockets was like, we came close, but we gotta copy what they doing. And they tried that shit. You remember they missed 28 3-pointers in a row, whatever that crazy ass number
Yeah,
was.
the Rockets. Yeah, I'll never forget that night. That
And
shit
then
was
other
crazy.
teams, because Daryl Moore was in the analytics and that was taking over the league, started copying that.
Hey,
that
I'm not gonna
formula,
lie.
and a
That
lot of
was
teams didn't have the players to do it.
the 27 or 28 missed threes in a row was one of the significant moments in NBA history that kind of lent credibility to the idea that this shit might be rigged. Because like statistically
28.
improbable. How the fuck do you miss that many shots in a row? Something's happening. These niggas did not forget how to play basketball. There's no way. Like if you and I went into a gym and just shot back and forth, we could do that all day and not miss 28 threes in a row. That shit does not make any sense.
Mind you, these niggas get paid millions of dollars to do this shit and they practice this.
It's their job.
There's no way in hell
Doesn't make any
this is
sense.
28, bro.
Somebody in the league pulled the lever and they were like, we will not have them win like this.
CP3 was out too. He got hurt. Remember that?
Tonight, they die by the three. The Warriors will not lose. Yeah, that shit sucked.
Like push everything out the niggas shoot. Harden does that. Step back, travel three. Push it out. We don't care. Push
Yeah.
that shit out. We don't care if a toilet bowl's out. Push that shit out. Don't give them no free throws either. Act like you ain't see shit happen.
It's a very unnatural phenomenon. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh shit! What about the who was that? The Knicks. They had that 21-0 run game one. In the fourth.
I should be tapped into the Knicks and Pistons series, but I'm just like Shaq. I'm not watching Detroit.
That shit has been crazy. They got a free possession to end the game with like 0.5 left. I was like, ain't no way. How the fuck that even happened? It was like a clock malfunction, and they somehow got a last possession.
LeBron got to be on something, bro. There's just no way. I have no source purely speculative. It just doesn't make sense. You just can't do this at 40. I just won't accept it. It's
He said he
insane.
won't accept it. Hell no. Hell no. Moving from Aussie, Australia. 2026, they rolling out the digital ID. Damn, that's next year. Eventually, grid will go down to roll out the cash society. Australia apparently testing ground for y'all been testing shit since the goddamn 2020 and shit. Y'all gave up y'all guns. That's where y'all fucked up. Y'all got nothing to fight back against the government. That's what that is. Don't never give up your guns. Americans know really well. Don't give up your guns. So, yeah, y'all
Australia needs a Second Amendment so bad.
yeah, y'all fucked up. And y'all got all them animals that can like kill shit out there. I mean, unalive shit, bro. Yeah, y'all fucked up big time with that one.
No one's that hard in a playoff Joker. I mean, historically, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I say Game 7 Harden gonna show up, and if you know what Game 7 Harden is, that's not a good thing. It never fails. Game 7 Harden will show.
Well, look,
face at some
I think
point.
that Harden might be in a better position because he's not like the guy anymore. Now that Kawhi is seemingly healthy, like that might be taking the pressure off him because I really do think that there are some narratives that the league pushes, and then there are certain things where it's just like it is a personal mental problem. I think that's the case for James Harden. Like he's mentally incapable of locking in when he's the guy. But if Kawhi can take that pressure off and he could just be like a number 2 option, the Clippers could be dangerous, low key, if Kawhi's knees hold up.
I don't
But
trust Kawhi to be healthy because remember last year he went off in the playoffs and all of a sudden he was magically hurt the next game. You never know when he won't play. I don't trust that. It's the Clippers and it's James Harden who has a career track record of quote unquote choking and selling in the playoffs. So I don't know why people are giving the Clippers the benefit of the doubt. Like I know a new arena, but still, just because you get a new arena don't mean you're gonna win it your first year. It took Golden State a few years after they opened Chase Arena to win that shit. It took the Bucks 5 years, 4 or 5 years to win after they opened Pfizer Forum. So sometimes it's not overnight. That's
Kawhi had a dozen good games, and people think we're back in 2019. It's crazy.
Yeah, I gave up on Kawhi a long time ago. Like when he on, but like when is that gonna be?
Did I just read that right? LeBron has 20 points and he's 8 for 10 and 2 of 3 for 3. Yeah, this shit is up.
Damn, they changed the stream. They went from Sportsnet to ESPN fast as hell. I didn't even realize that shit. I was enjoying that Sportsnet stream too. Damn.
I'm still over on Dream West, and it's funny because the chat that's right next to it looks like it's somebody's YouTube chat.
Like,
So
bro, that's what I'm saying. Is like I'm on the same Dream West stream, and that shit changed from Sportsnet to ESPN out the blue.
Somebody running this shit like
them college football games on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to them.
Oh my
God,
God,
doing that.
I don't know if Luka just juked him out his shoes or if he just stepped on his foot. Oh no, Luka's hobbling. No,
it ain't over, bro. I think this is part of a storyline. It's like part of the game is down the stretch. It's gonna be Luka battling that little ankle or whatever that he got an issue with, and he gonna overcome the shit. And they gonna win this game.
Nas Reed is literally always open.
Yeah, he is open. Oh, that spin was nasty though.
Luka, what
Even though
the
he
fuck
missed.
are you doing?
And now he on the ground. Get up. We need another Joe Mazzulla. Get up. Kawhi's healthy.
Get your fat ass up, Luka.
Give him a beer. He'll get up quick as hell. Damn. CP can't catch a break. So Chris Paul was on the Rockets when they went 65-17 that year when they lost to the Warriors. And CP was on that Suns team that went 64-18 and got destroyed, got throttled by the Mavs in Game 7. You remember that shit, bro. That shit was a 2K score. I was like, damn. I've never seen an ass whooping like that. Shit, that makes Memphis feel good.
Luka definitely stepped on dude's foot and then is gonna act like he's injured himself. That's hilarious.
Say Clippers winning is just pattern breaks in the Vegas game. Clippers ain't winning shit, bro. It's like the Chargers, bro. It's like they can say the Chargers going like the Chargers ain't doing shit. They
They're
showed y'all how they
clearly
feel.
cursed.
They showed y'all how they feel about the Chargers in the playoffs this past year. Y'all can just accept it. They showed y'all to y'all face. This is insane with the Lions. This is what your team will do. This is what your team is going to be. Same with the Clippers. Until them niggas make it to the finals, I would not believe in the Clippers.
Yeah, it's one of those. I'm not gonna believe it until I'm literally watching it happen type things.
Or how the Pacers gonna sell like a motherfucker this year? Probably the same way they did last year.
If Tyrese Halliburton doesn't just completely forget how to play basketball, it should be good. Do you remember how they were hyping him up? They were like, he's one of the best point guards in the league. He's unstoppable. He's a killer from three. I'm like, bro, it's Tyrese Halliburton. Y'all gotta chill.
It's because he had that streak of no turnover.
Like, bro, it's the Pacers. Y'all gotta relax.
No, I was reading what Nolan said. That shit funny as hell. Nico Harrison raised the racist race in Dallas by 77%. Bars right there. I see what you did there.
Nas really got the dumbest jump shot.
I'd be mad too if my franchise player got traded for Anthony Davis. No knock on AD, but it's like
it's
really?
funny. I was talking to my brother about this. It's like, bro, the trade is so bad that it's forcing people to be mean to Anthony Davis just solely to prove the point of how bad the trade is. Anthony Davis didn't actually do anything wrong, but like people keep having to say like, bro, I'm not trying to say that Anthony Davis is trash at basketball, but it's the worst trade ever. I'm not trying to say that he's bad, but it's the worst trade ever. Anthony Davis is great, but Luka's like, you know, it's like, yes, Anthony Davis is a champion. He's a top 75 player. But this is the worst fucking trade ever.
It's like, when is he going to play sometimes?
It's crazy. He's catching strays for no reason, just by comparison.
You remember when they said, who was it? Sabonis got traded for, wasn't it Halliburton? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they said that was one of the worst trades at one point, too. And that shit actually turned out to be a pretty fair trade.
You could argue that they are like the exact same caliber of player.
People didn't think that at the time, though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been an OKC fan for a while, and I remember when they first now a trade that aged like crazy is that Shea trade. And now I remember when they first gave him the max, I was like, how much are we paying Shea Gilgeous-Alexander? And
Who
now
did he
that
start
shit's
with
like
again? The Clippers. That's right.
Yeah, and they were just like, man, we're just trying to do everything we can to get Paul George. That shit looks crazy right now.
Oh shit! Damn, that is bad.
Paul George, man.
He is on my list of players I can't stand. It's like LeBron, Joel Embiid, Draymond Green, Paul George.
Paul George's got an ego problem. Like that's the main thing. Like he just don't know how to shut the fuck up. He just needs to let people that love podcasts and do podcasts, i.e. the Derapy guy, right? I'm really about that life.
Ego problem is, I don't even know the word to use. I don't know, delusional, lack of accountability. He clearly don't take it serious no more.
Bro, that all sounds like ego. It's the guaranteed money. It's the podcast. He wants to be a brand. Everybody wants to be a brand. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody wants to have a fucking podcast. Okay? I hate to be this guy. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I'm gonna say it anyways. Shut up and dribble. Don't give a fuck. Sorry. Paul George, go to work. Be good at basketball. Okay? I don't give a fuck what you have to say on Podcast P. Lock in and win something.
I think the word is lazy that I was looking for. I don't think, when I think of ego, I think of someone like a Trey Young who's got a few coaches fired. That's a nigga with an ego.
Yeah.
Paul George is more just lazy. It's like Joel Embiid. The nigga just fat and lazy. Like,
Paul George did openly talk about like how he was telling them to up the bag. I think that's kind of a crazy thing to do when you haven't won anything. But, you know, I digress.
Yeah, Paul George is so annoying. And I used to like him too, bro. Like
I used
Indiana
to love Paul
Pacers
George.
Paul George, bro, was that dude.
It's
It
just
was like
annoying because like
2K12.
he has all the physical tools to be great, and he just
He don't
isn't.
care.
He just isn't.
Hey, bro, you hear the story? I think it was CJ Miles told of when he missed that, or actually Jeff Teague told the story. But CJ Miles was the one who had, the Gatorade commercial where Paul George hits that clutch three.
Yeah.
Well, in the game, in 2 games where this nigga hit a three, a clutch three, or missed a clutch three, CJ Miles just showed that shit to Jeff Teague, like in the locker room, like, hey, bro, check this out. I mean, shit, it's kind of true though.
Paul George is supposed to be like Tracy McGrady, but with defense, and he just stopped being good.
He not T Mac.
He's almost like Paul George is getting close to that Ben Simmons range, but it's crazy. Ben Simmons sucks because he's like afraid to shoot. Paul George isn't afraid to shoot, but he's not afraid to miss either.
Ben Simmons is like a special case. I don't even put him in the same category. He kind of like Markelle Fultz. Like it's a very odd situation that makes no sense whatsoever. And they just had these big names.
It's just got to be a mental thing with Paul George. That's all it is. He just can't lock in.
I think Ben got lazy too. He just saw he was getting the check. He was like, man, fuck this shit. Why should I play? If I'm getting all this guaranteed money, why should I put my body on the line for any of this shit?
When I heard that story one day, and this was a while ago, this was like before he even started playing like trash. I just remember somebody saying that like Ben Simmons was never really all that into basketball. He was just tall and athletic and realized he was good at it. Ever since I heard that, I was like, oh, he's not going to be good. And everybody just ignored that. But I feel like that's all I need to know about a player to know that they're not going to be good. But people kept saying, oh, don't forget, he had that 40-point triple-double, whatever. He locked in, got 40 points, hit all of his free throws that one game. Oh, he hit 13 three-pointers in a row in practice. Like, I do not give a fuck about practice. I don't care.
It don't tell me shit. Yeah, practice don't really tell me shit.
People love saying shit like, oh, do you know Steph Curry hit 7,000 three-pointers in a row in practice? I'm like, I don't care.
Like, that's cool. They don't have any real stats about that shit.
Do you know how many cool things I've done with the basketball in a gym by my fucking self? Nobody cares.
Yeah, it don't do shit for me. This nigga said Jalen Milroe got picked before Shedeur. All right, now you
no way. Actually,
he went to the Seahawks.
Oh, damn. Is Shedeur even going to get fucking drafted? What did he do?
I told you. Part of being Deion's son.
What did he do to make them niggas so mad?
Bro, those niggas I've never heard of getting picked before Shedeur. Like, damn. Jalen Milroe and Tyler Shut. How you pronounce it? Got picked before Shedeur. What the actual fuck?
He must have fucked somebody's wife or something. This shit doesn't make any sense. I've never seen anything like this.
Hell no, bro. Like, Johnny Manziel didn't even have to wait this long, I'm sure.
An NFL assistant coach on Shedeur Sanders. The worst formal interview I've ever been in my life. He's so entitled. He takes unnecessary sacks. He never plays on time. He has horrible body language. He blames teammates. But the biggest thing is he's not that good. Damn!
I want to see what was necessarily in this interview, what was said about Shedeur. I do agree with some of the stuff. He does take some horrible sacks. He did throw his teammates under the bus and then made up for it the following weekend when he was playing in Colorado. But yeah, like what was actually said? Because I've even read shit where he had a personal driver or he had some valet or some shit drive his car, and that dude actually said that Shedeur was one of the nicest, most professional people. So,
bruh,
unless you quote some shit about what Shedeur actually said, I'm just like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I don't, like a lot of these people that are under this tweet saying, name the source, because they don't know how journalism works. If they could name the source, they would have done it to begin with. They're not going to do it because some dork on Twitter is like, I won't believe anything without an actual, like, I understand people that naturally want, but like NFL assistant coach is about as good as it's about as much detail as you're going to get. Nobody's going to be like this specific coach on this specific team because that motherfucker's going to get all types of hate mail and death threats. That's not how this shit works.
Especially if he pan out. I don't care about the name. I just want to know what the specific,
Yeah,
I guess,
I want to know
question.
what Shador did in the
What he
interview.
say? What was the question? What he say? It's like when we everybody heard Darius guys got asked by the Redskins. I think it was the Redskins or something. Have you ever been slept with a man or something? And that was like the first time people had heard some shit like that on a public scale about weird questions they'd ask in the draft. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck he could possibly say. Appreciate the
This
super chat,
feels
JB
different though.
Eagles.
This feels different.
This feels like an attack on a person, man. That's what the fuck that feels like. Shout out OG Big Pontiac in the building, man. I gotta tap in with you one time, man. I gotta tap in. Gotta hop in one of your live streams, man. Fuck with shit tough. But yeah, he definitely pissed somebody off. Definitely pissed
He
somebody
must
off.
have made an enemy. Maybe Dion did something that we don't know about, but like I just need to know what he's doing in these interviews. I retweeted something where it was like, I think it was like Bobby Shmurda like jumping up on a table and rapping and pointing at people and acting like he was gonna shoot him during like his when he was trying to get his deal, and people were like they're acting like Shador was doing this. And I was like, man, it can't be that bad, bro. What is
I
he doing
mean,
in there?
shit. Cam Ward really went to a bowl game, played a half just to break a record and left, but no one gave him a whole lot of shit about that, which that's a red flag in my mind. For real, for real. But no, people quiet about that shit. I'm just saying.
You know, if it was anybody but, and honestly, what I'm about to say is part of the problem. I'm gonna say it anyways. If it was anybody but Deion Sanders' son, I would feel bad for him. But it's like I know that like he's rich and he's gonna be fine, and his dad is extremely famous. And but I think that's kind of like a credit to your point. Like people don't want the problems of having Deion Sanders' son as their backup quarterback. So
I could break it down probably an easier way that would actually make a lot more sense. But yeah, Big Pontiac, drop your email or some way I can contact you for sure. I know you mentioned before on one of your streams. I just never got to write it down. But no, my theory on not Dion, but Shador Sanders is that since he made a lot of money in college, it's kind of like a balancing scale. It's like you made this money in college and now you got to suffer in the NFL. That type of situation.
he did blame a teammate after a loss this season. Complaining of the reason why.
He blamed the offensive line, the whole O line.
It's pretty funny.
Then the next week he brought them all out at the little table and shit for the press conference.
Look, to be fair, there is like a certain level of like, you know, give the credit, take the blame that's kind of expected out of a quarterback. Like Patrick Mahomes is literally the best at this. Like he will literally never say that anybody did anything wrong. He always takes it on. It doesn't like we all know that he's lying, but there's just like a certain expectation of quarterbacks. I mean, Baker Mayfield had to learn the same thing. He would come out with the backwards hat on and be like, you know, these niggas gotta get open. Baker Mayfield did not say that, but like he just kind of had this demeanor when he first got in the league of like, you know, I'm a hot shot. Like y'all need to get on my level. And I think that people think that Shador might be like that. Basically, what I heard was he was out here talking like he was already on teams before he even got there. And I think these I don't know how else to say it. I think these old white dudes that run these teams are like he's talking like he run the place and he hadn't been drafted yet.
Dylan
I'm
Gabriel
pray
got
for him.
drafted by the Browns before Shador.
He'll be alright.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of high hopes, or not what's the word. I don't really have a lot of high expectations for Dylan Gabriel, to be honest. Seems like it's a Geno Smith play with Shador. Plus, Josh Allen did the same shit. Played 2 minutes in first to keep it. I think it was like a starter streak alive. Got him MVP. And a little different in the NFL. A little different contract incentives and shit like that. A little different. Sanders might get drafted in the 6th round.
Jesus Christ.
It'd be someone Shiloh got picked before him. Bro, Baker Mayfield is not trash.
Baker Mayfield is not trash at all.
He's not like your top tier quarterback. He like right under there. He's like a fringe in that.
He's like top 12, top 15.
Yeah. I'd say more so top 12, but he's not
not.
trash.
It's got to be crazy to be Shadur though, and see Travis get drafted immediately, and people are like acting like he used to own the ball to himself or something. I'd be like, nigga, what? I'm right here. How do you think he got all those touchdowns? That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, again, like I said, bro, it was a weak quarterback class, so that did not help his case. It'd be different if it was a deep quarterback draft class like the one Lamar was in or the one Mahomes was in, but nah.
It's
When
just
niggas you
crazy
got a
because
Google get picked before you, it's a problem.
maybe they just think he sucks. Uh, like we watch every week. We do the pregame pick'em, and we would talk about all these trash quarterbacks. And these teams know they have trash quarterbacks, and they're just like, as much as we hate our guy, we hate Shador even more. It just doesn't even make sense. Way too many teams with shit quarterbacks passing up on a dude that everybody that gets paid to do this shit had projected going in the first round. It's weird. There's something sinister happening. I'm gonna grab
I
another drink real
mean,
quick.
yeah. I mean, shit, Lamar, he went 32nd. Shador got strong ties with Tom Brady's his mentor. And the Raiders passes him 3 times. Then the Steelers twice as well. Steelers only qualified starter is they got him back. Pittsburgh really don't give a fuck about winning. Good Lord, man. Mason Rudolph. Oh my God. That is rough. Lakers up by 1:18 to go. Seconds, that is. Nolan said Derek's favorite quarterback, Will Levis. That's insane. I know that's a lie. He told me it was Tim Tebow. He was a Tim Tebow guy. Luka just hit a 3. But yeah, Derek's favorite quarterback is Tim Tebow. Like he had the Denver Broncos jersey and everything. That was a good pump fake, good pass. Too bad he missed it. Lakers up by 4. But yeah, Shador getting dragged through the mud, man. This might keep going on for a minute. Said they'll pick Will Levis over Shador Sanders.
Slander.
Hey man, this is bad. Actually, if you want to get technical, let me make sure this is true. Actually, I know it's true. Technically speaking, Bronny James got picked before Shador Sanders. Was he 55th pick in the NBA draft? Shador, well, shit, they already at 97, so yeah. That's when you know you fucked up. You know you fucked up when Jalen Milroe got picked before you.
Hey, all I know is when I was playing college football 25 religiously, Jalen Milroe was fucking unstoppable.
I mean, he can run.
He's fast as fuck.
Faster.
Didn't he run like a
Faster than his
4.3 something?
Yeah.
God.
I mean, you saw what he did to Georgia defense. That nigga torched their ass in the first half, bro. I was like, damn, that nigga is fast.
Nah, he should be a running back.
I'm surprised they didn't bring up that shit about his nigga need to switch positions. I'm amazed out of all the quarterbacks. That's because he a big dude too. He can squat a shit ton. He's strong as fuck.
They learned their lesson. Anybody that's publicly telling black quarterbacks to play a different position, they're getting fucking flamed. So
That's true.
they just got to keep that shit to themselves now. It's just crazy, man, because that shit is really blatant. That's one of the most blatant things that happens like every year almost. Like they have never in my life told a white quarterback that they should play a different position. That shit is straight racism.
Not true.
Bro.
Not true. Not true. I'll bring up one now. Heisman winning quarterback from Nebraska, Eric Crouch. He was dual threat quarterback.
Eric Crouch? Okay.
Yeah, he was a white dude on the cover of College Football 2K3, and he had to switch positions and became a wide receiver for the Rams.
2K3.
And he had a very short NFL career.
Oh, he
And
must
I didn't
not
even. I was.
he
like,
must not have just
wide receiver. Yeah, he was white. Yeah,
he must have just not been that good a quarterback though.
he was. I mean, you know, college football, you can get by with that shit. Like Tim Tebow, your favorite quarterback, you can get by with not being a great passer.
Tim Tebow was my favorite quarterback. I was in denial. I was a kid. I really convinced myself that he was like a good quarterback, and I don't really know why I did that in hindsight. I think I liked his attitude, SEC guy, love Jesus, like it. He was my kind of guy. I have no regrets, but I will say that Tim Tebow was clearly not an NFL quarterback. But
Oh hell no.
I was just a kid, man.
The biggest thing was he was just super marketable. It was like it'd be dumb not to take him from a marketability standpoint. It's like nigga gonna sell jerseys. Watch.
If Shador just acted like Tim Tebow, he would have gone number one.
You right about that shit.
That
That wouldn't be any fun though. Acting
No,
like
it
Tim
wouldn't be.
Tebow.
Tim Tebow, they tried to give him a job talking like about doing like SEC games, like college game day stuff, and then they realized that he was insufferable off the field as well.
Nah, I think he got demoted to at one point SEC Today, which is like the SEC network version of college game day. I was
Yeah.
like, damn. Bro, we might get GTA 6 before Shador gets drafted.
I mean, he does. Tim Tebow was given those like crazy good halftime speeches. Like every time his team was down or he needed to rally the troops, like he was that guy. But when it came to the whole throwing the football thing, he didn't really have that down.
I think that halftime shit was bullshit. I've heard. Yeah, Matt Jones was another one too from Arkansas, played wide receiver for the Jags. But yeah, I think that's bullshit, bro. Because I've talked to people who've been on like coaching staffs and stuff for college teams. I asked them what the fuck really going on in halftime. Like, do the coaches say, "All right, bro, we finna throw this hoe," or how that shit go? And basically, he was like, "Bro, they don't do shit but like hop on their phone, on social media, check their phone. They be chilling, bro. They just chilling, eating some food, refueling your body. It's all this rah rah shit." He's like, "That's just for TV.
Damn.
That's just for TV." As
Oh,
far as practice, if they on that rah rah shit, they probably are because they don't want them to relax.
100th
It is a job still, but
100th half with 20 points in playoff career. Yeah, they just making up new stats for LeBron. That shit is so funny. Did you know? Did you know it's his 100th playoff half scoring 20 points? Nigga, no one cares. I like LeBron. That shit is stupid. Speaking of people that annoy me, man, I wish Kendrick Perkins would stop being on my TV screens.
Yeah, that's another one like Kendrick Perkins.
I despise his TV personality. Like, please go somewhere.
Him, Reggie Miller, the other one I forgot, the one I just said before him. Who's the one you said you didn't like initially? JJ Redick's another. Doc Rivers. Who else is like I can't stand this person on TV? Light skinned girl, Malika Andrews. Want to hate black men? Malika Andrews. That's another one I can't stand.
I used to have a little bit of respect for Joy Taylor until the allegedly stuff came out, which for the record I think I believe. I personally have a hard time believing that one woman would make up so many specific detailed things about another woman. So I plan on doing an episode about that, but then I've decided that I don't actually care enough about Joy Taylor to do an episode on it. But for the record, whatever they said about her, I believe.
So what they saying? Joy Taylor was the one who was.
They were saying that,
or they saying that Malika, or Joy Taylor was saying Malika was doing some.
No, Joy Taylor, according to like a former hairdresser at Fox Sports 1. In her
yeah, that's
lawsuit,
the way. Okay,
yeah. She was saying that Joy Taylor was basically sleeping around, trying to get her own, trying to move
My
up.
mom went to Maria Taylor.
Ah,
When I was like, Maria Taylor that's the one who went to Georgia. We used to be on SEC Network and shit. I always liked Maria Taylor. I always liked Maria Taylor.
yeah, she's good. And all throughout the lawsuit, it was talking about how like Joy Taylor would wear certain things and say certain things, and it's so funny, bro. Like every show after that, she immediately started covering up nonstop and sitting farther and farther away from people. That shit was hilarious. I was like, yeah, sure, you didn't do anything, but you just changed your entire wardrobe right after this lawsuit dropped. Sure, dog. Okay.
I remember hearing about that shit years before that shit came out. About Joy Taylor sleeping around and shit. That was like it might have been 2019, 2018, 19. I'd heard about this shit a long time ago. I was just amazed it finally came out. I thought that was one of the things that was just gonna get hushed the fuck up for a
Mm.
long time. It's like you ain't heard shit about. Well, you kind of have, but it hasn't really been a super big deal. But like Molly, that's another one you could put in that category. They slept their way to their position. Molly, Maria, not Maria, excuse me, Joy Taylor.
Yeah, Molly. She was fucking Jalen Rose. Is that right?
Yeah, that was actually a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't they get like married and divorced or
yeah,
something? That shit is
yeah.
crazy.
That was a real. Yeah, they was married.
The things you will do to keep your keep your position on ESPN.
I know dealing with Molly's annoying ass at home. Hell no, fuck that.
I knew Stephen A. Smith had lost the people when Molly started checking him, and people were like, "I can't believe I'm agreeing with Molly Karam right now." I don't even watch First Take anymore, but I just see clips, and every time I see a clip, that shit is terrible.
Well,
Like they
shit, I
are.
know you ain't gonna watch it now because Shannon ain't there. But yeah,
Man, I wasn't watching Shannon's stupid ass anyways. I'm not gonna lie. I gave up on him a while ago, but like I was still like quietly rooting for him because you know he's a funny dude. He seemed like honest and chill or whatever. But after the IG live video, I was like, I don't know, dog. But now after this, I'm like, yeah, you need to get the fuck up out of here. This shit
yeah,
is
I
too
got
much.
something I gotta say about that. After this comment by Big OG Big Pun, he said, "Well, my A&T was at North Carolina A&T, if I remember correctly. Played FAMU. We made a blocking assignment. Then our coach said, let's go listen to the band. I guess a reference to halftime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like we're gonna do this. But yeah, about Shannon Sharp. Did you see what he said on Cam Newton's podcast about like if I call at 2 a.m. one of my employees, y'all better answer. They don't go
Shan-
on vacation unless I go on vacation. Like
Shannon
it
said
was some
that.
controlling ass shit. I was like,
Uh, that
yo,
doesn't
because I
seem
mean,
right.
I've seen him get pissed off on Shay Shay with somebody, I guess, in the studio and stuff.
Oh, like one of his producers.
Yeah, and it's like unreal, unnecessarily pissed off. It's not like slight, you
Yeah,
know.
like a mass slip moment. Yeah, he's always been like a little bit off to me. Like I remember Skip, you know, before things got really really bad, Skip would take these little jabs at him, talking about how Shannon's got like a team of researchers and like a team that like does his prep for him and stuff like that. And I was just like, this guy's been cutting corners for a little bit now. But it's like you would hear like little rumblings of him. Like I would see these clips where him and fucking Ocho Cinco or whatever, like these clips where Shay would be talking about like how he gets down and who he be linking up with at what time or whatever. I hit one this morning before I came on, and it's like, yeah, all those like little jokes or whatever, like it's all fun and games until some shit like this comes out, and now you got people looking at you like, let's hear what she has to say. I'm not trying to say that he assaulted anybody. I'm not saying that's the case at all, but
It ain't pretty at all either.
Buddy's a fan. He's a freak. He's really out here doing some shit that like you just don't like to hear 56-year-olds getting up to. You should be somebody's grandfather. You should be happily married by now. And if not, at least settled your ass down and got a hobby. But to be out here like hitting 19-year-old OnlyFans girls is fucking crazy, dog. There's no
I
excuse
think
for
there's a
that.
cover up for the fact that the rumors that have been going on for probably a decade now about him playing for the other team being a switch hitter. I think that's another cover for that shit, like that fake ass sex tape shit. That's all that is.
You think the IG live was fake?
Think about it. He said I was hacked. You got to touch your phone to go
Okay.
live.
He
So
definitely wasn't hacked.
and if you having sex, there's no way in hell you accidentally turn your phone on during sex. You really got to put in some thought to do that shit.
Yeah, because it's a
Because you're
pattern of
preoccupied
behavior.
with some other shit.
Because like with this girl, him coming out and publicly saying that they're gonna release 30 seconds of a tape, but it's actually 10 minutes. Release the whole thing. I'm like, wait, so you know there was a 10-minute recording? So you do record this stuff and you're aware of it? So that means the IG live probably wasn't an accident and you're a freak. Like all he has to do is stop talking. He's not capable.
Hell, that's his job is to talk. That's the problem.
It's just crazy because I used to hear this dude talking about professionalism. Like my brother in Christ, you were the complete opposite.
Yeah, I always seen through his phony shit a long time ago, man. I'm like, I don't buy this whole uncle thing. It's super coonish too. When he was doing that shit on Fox with the black and mild and and the wave cap and the hand. I'm
Yeah,
like, this ain't funny, bro. Like,
that shit is a
it's
terrible
not
look for black
cool.
people. I'm not gonna hold you. Like
Yeah,
I really
like,
didn't like that.
and niggas give him a pass. He's on Shake Shake. I'm like, fuck all that, bro. That's not cool. Like,
Like, brother, you're on national television. Like,
tune in the fuck out. Like, I don't.
what a wonderful platform. Like, what a great space for you to like exhibit. You know, show an example for like young black men that want to get into the business, and you out here with a fucking do rag on, pouring henny. Like, brother, be serious, please.
Like
Please.
if you want a character, don't make it something that's just a blatant stereotype like that. Like,
And if
damn.
you want to do that shit, take that shit to Club Shay Shay. But like bringing that shit on Fox Sports One, I'm sorry, dog. That shit is
Sitting
such a
across from
bad
an
look.
old white dude doing it too, that makes it even worse.
And Skip just looking at him like, yeah, this what happen when you get niggas money. Don't know how to act.
Shit, imagine when Paul Pierce said nigga. Remember that shit? Skip was like,
Yeah, this shit was a
he was
mistake.
like, God damn it. Knew I should hide this motherfucker.
Man, Skip, he had like a little formula, but the problem is he thought he was the secret sauce. He was just like, it just needs to be me and another eccentric black man that is strong with a good smile and is loud. You know, lightning's not gonna strike three times, bro. To have the run with Stephen A. Smith and then Shannon Sharp, that is literally like Brett Favre and then Aaron Rodgers right after. You're not gonna hit a third time in a row. That shit is not reasonable. There's no reason that anybody should have thought Skip Bayless is just gonna be like, "Oh, let me just get some other black guy. It'll be fine." No, it won't, bro. It's over, man. It's over. He should have quit when Shannon left. Should have known better.
I think he got his own podcast now.
Yeah, nobody watches that shit.
I mean,
Nobody
yeah,
cares.
no one really likes Skip like that in the first place. Like, sure, there's some things I might agree with him on, but most of the shit, I'm like, I don't like that nigga. Same way I don't like Stephen A. Same way I don't really care for Shannon, but I will give Shannon this. He is good at giving interviews. I will
Yeah.
give him that. He is really good at giving interviews. He is bad at listening to the interviewees. Whenever they try to warn him about shit, Cat Williams, Monique.
That shit is
Yeah,
legendary.
yeah. Cat Williams is granted he got his own skeletons too, but yeah, a lot of the shit he said came true.
I'm still laughing about the Monique clip was even more direct. She's like, "Stop fucking with these young bitches. These young bitches gonna have you fucked up." She's like, "You need you an old bitch that's gonna cook for you and rob you. Not enough for get you a good old bitch." I was like, "Damn, she's going crazy." But now I'm like, she knew. she
I
really
mean,
knew.
they all in the same industry. Word get around, people talk.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a surprise. At least for them, it's not like what Shannon did. What they been knew that shit. They just didn't say shit. Couldn't say shit.
That ant came out firing. Damn.
Yeah, this game going down to the wire though. Look at Reeves' backcourt. Third option.
I hope my brother's watching this right now.
That's
This
a
is
fact
boy.
actually about that shit. I didn't think about that. So the white girl Michelle Beadle said, "Nigga on there, she did," and they just laughed that shit off too. I remember that.
Is that the one that was trying to say New York Knickerbockers, or was that somebody else?
I think it might have been. I forgot what she was saying. No, it was about the Nuggets or something. She was trying to say Denver Nuggets, but she said like the Denver niggas or something like that. She said it quick as hell, and then like tried to correct it, and they gave her a pass.
I mean, I think everybody should get one.
I don't know about that now. Does Riley Cooper get a pass for being drunk saying it at a concert?
I
With
feel
a lot
like
of anger?
no. If you're saying a word that sounds like it and you fuck up, because like it's like a target fixation type thing. It's like you're not supposed to say it, so it's on your mind. Like if you're a white person and in your head you're like, don't say nigga, it could slip out. So, but once, like you get one. But if you do it twice, it's like, oh, okay, so you just hate niggas.
Nah, nigga, you don't get one. Fuck all that, bro. You don't get one.
It's not a pass. It's just like a.
Nah,
It
you don't
was
get
like-
one.
look.
Because it's like the fact it slipped meant that you say that on a regular basis. when you not being policed or
You
on
think Michelle
TV.
Beale is out here dropping the N word? That's crazy.
Yes, she hang with black people a lot, and I'm gonna tell you something. There's a specific group of white women, white girls, white women that if they mostly hang around black people and typically sleep with black dudes, they feel entitled that they get to say nigga too, because they
Yeah,
be around it a lot.
you
I've
might be
I've
right.
met plenty of women like that. So yeah, I would not be surprised. Shit, I was
Well,
surprised Rachel Nichols said nigga before. She
well,
around a lot of she know about black people, black dudes specifically. It's
Morgan
cool.
Wallen, Riley Cooper, like dudes like that, like when they do it, I'm like, you don't get a pass because I have a feeling that you just be saying that shit.
Yeah.
But like in a professional setting, if it's a word that's similar, I'm like, I don't know if that's in your heart, you know. I don't think you would purposely cook your career like that.
I mean, no, it tells me something because it was NASCAR practice at Brickyard last year, and they were showing Kyle Larson, who, if you remember, he said the N word during one of the iRacing things, and Bubba Wallace got pissed and rage quit, as he should. And they were showing his car, and Steve Letard, who used to be the crew chief for Jeff Gordon at Hendrick Motorsports, he was talking about like he was trying to say inauguration, but instead he said the inauguration, and I was like. Oh yeah, you be using that word. There's no way you mispronounce that shit.
Nah, that's
You be
crazy.
using that shit. And it's NASCAR. Oh, you
Nah,
be
that's
using that shit. Cause there's not enough black people around there to worry about besides pit crew members and Michael Jordan. So
that's insane. Yo, do you remember that shit where they put that wasn't Bubba Wallace the one where they put that fucking noose in his garage or something?
that's not a noose. It's a pull rope.
Or
It's like
yeah.
it's not a noose. It's always been there. There was fake outrage. The fact the FBI had to investigate it was bullshit.
That
There's nothing that
see
serious about a noose
that
for
that's
the
what I
FBI to take
thought.
time out their day.
I remember seeing that story and I was like, did they actually do that? I didn't think they did. I was like, there's no way they hate that man driving a car that much. Like this isn't like a black dude like infiltrating baseball or tennis and becoming the best in the world. Like he's just driving a fucking car. They are not threatening that man like
Shout out
that.
Caleb. So you remember anytime we would hang out in the den and shit like that when we was younger? Like
Yeah.
if you ever looked up in the ceiling, you know where the door to the attic is?
Yeah.
You remember they had that rope right there that you can pull?
Of
That's a
course.
pull rope. And it looks like a noose, does it not? That's a pull
Yeah.
rope.
I can
It's
see how
for
it can be
garage
easily
doors and shit, old
misconstrued, you
school.
know. Some people just tie knots differently.
I mean, I ain't gonna say it don't look like a noose, but I have enough sense to know what it actually is. Then I'm not gonna be outraged.
Is he
I'm gonna
still
say it like that.
is he still driving? Is he still out here? Fucking Reeves,
Yeah.
make a fucking wide open three, please.
Yeah, Bubba's still driving. He got a couple wins under his belt. Yeah, shit, actually a few. Yeah, this game going down to the wire. Ben, she was like, why they got the gold on the road. NBA, so the NBA basically does not follow the home away color code anymore. It's kind of like the NFL when they started doing the color rush. They started kind of breaking that rule a little bit. Even though I think in the NFL their rule in the regular season, I think somebody still has to wear white or gray.
No rules for the Lakers. Also, not when the Kings playing. He can do what he wants. If they want to wear gold, they wear gold.
I mean, NBA is just it's just so all over the place now. You got teams wearing throwbacks in the playoffs. They change up the court every other game and shit. They got in the in season tournament the whole court be yellow and shit.
No,
It's an
but
ice
like
court.
dead ass. I do think this might be a LeBron thing because you remember that like they started wearing those all black uniforms that they hadn't been wearing like all year just because he was
The
like
Black Mambas.
yeah. And I was just like he there's just a special set of rules for that guy. You just gotta accept it for another 2-3 years. I think he's gonna retire next year, and I kind of hope he does.
Is
I'd
he
rather him
40?
retire before he gets bad. He's 40 right now, bro. He does not need to be playing
Nah,
42,
two more
43.
years. Two more
Two more.
years. I think it's gonna be exactly 42. You
Interesting.
know about that number? You know, 42.
Yeah.
I think 2 more years. By then, maybe Bryce would be in the league, so he can get both his sons. Then he can leave.
Bryce is not going to the NBA. There's no way.
That's what. Well, shit. Bronny shouldn't be in the NBA, but look what happened. It's all about nepotism. Remember, there's plenty of players who shouldn't be in the league, but
Unless
yeah,
you're
look who their
Shadur.
dad is, so it didn't matter.
These motherfuckers put their foot down with Shadur. They're like, Bronny, we let Bronny in? No more.
It's also a different type of trying to see how to power construct, for lack of a better term. Like Goodell's not the same kind of pushover that Adam Silver is.
Yeah, Adam Silver would allow anything.
Yeah,
He's
so
terrified of these niggas.
it's a little different. No, Adam Silver looked like the type of nigga who go in the locker room when the players changing just to sniff the draws and walk out. Like, are these game worn? Smell good. We might have to investigate these right here. I don't know. You might smells like we might need to drug test you. I don't know.
Adam Silver, he does not look like most humans. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's something up with that guy.
I've always felt weird about him since the day I met him.
You met Adam Silver?
No, I said met him, man. Seen him, my fault. I don't know. I don't want to meet him. I don't want to meet him. CP the dude to retire next year. Probably. Shit. Melo, Wade. Yeah, LeBron and CP, the only two out their little friend group left. Active.
Luka got 8 points. Must have had too many Big Macs this Friday. You know, I think that a lot of times odd props, odd stats can be attributed to like the props or whatever. Like every like bonus or pre-planned bet like that was made in these sports books was all talking about like Luka going off. So naturally LeBron goes off. And I'm pretty sure the Timberwolves were favored by like 4 by the time the game tipped off. So you know that a lot of people probably had the money line and or to cover, and that I don't think that shit's happening. I think the Lakers are either going to cover or they're going to win. But I don't think the Timberwolves are going to beat the Lakers by more than 4. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, spread 4.5 over under 207.5.
4.5 is crazy. It's too much.
Yeah. But we'll see. This is one of them series. Like if it wins 7, I'd be cool with that. Shit, this might be the only series. No,
if it goes,
2. There's about like 2 or 3 Knicks.
If it goes 7-0 shot, the Lakers win next round. LeBron's too old. I'm standing on that.
Actually, I wouldn't mind if the Warriors Rockets win 7, to be honest, because the shit chippy. So
that shit was I'm sure all the big fans of the '90s, all the old heads loved that last game. It's just beating the shit out of each other the whole game.
I like that when the referees don't call these damn fouls. Let them get a little physical in the paint.
Let them hoop.
Said LeBron going 45 like Brady. Hell no. I think 42 specifically 42.
Because you know he's got to do the farewell tour. You know it's going to be super dramatic.
Oh yeah, for sure. He says Adam Silver tough. No, he not. I don't like Goodell either, but like Adam Silver's way worse. Yeah, Lakers plus 3.5. If the Lakers did lose, I think it'd probably be like 1 or 2. I still find it hard to believe that Anthony Edwards was one of the league leaders in 3-pointers.
Yeah, he's just chucking that shit. But that's the new wave.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like him specifically, though.
Yeah. Well, he was one of those players like, man, I'm not trying to keep dunking. That shit hurts my hands.
At least he honest. So I mean, shit, when you really look at it, sometimes in slow motion, like they wrist be hitting, and that's metal, bro. I know that shit hurt.
Yeah.
But that adrenaline, you can't feel it in the moment.
Come on, Reeves. There we go.
See what these niggas do. Reeves got 17, 50% from 3, 5 or 10. That's an absurd amount of threes, though, for real.
10 threes from one dude, and we're halfway through the third.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm assuming JJ Redick's cool with it. Otherwise, he'd be like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? What the fuck? Fuck!"
This nigga missed the open layup. That was a good cut by LeBron, but he missed the open ass layup. I was like,
it's too old.
He's selling like a bitch.
It's too old.
Selling like a bitch. If them points come back to haunt them 2 points, Remember that missed layup?
This chat I'm looking at is funny. Le Miss,
La Diddy,
Le Washed.
the GM, La Diddy, La
Le Diddy
Denver,
is ridiculous,
La
man.
Diddy, La Shannon. His new name is La Shannon James.
LeBron came out one time and said, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." They gonna hold that shit against him forever, like he got
Because he was
caught butt naked on
partying with the
photo.
nigga. Because he was partying with him before. There was other video. It wasn't just him saying that. That's why. And he's close with Jay-Z. And we know about the shit with Jay-Z. They all cool with each other.
You think Jay-Z's guilty of something?
Yes. Did you hear how he signed Rihanna?
I'm gonna have to look into it.
Rihanna basically said when she was interviewed by Tyra Banks that while she was underage again, I think she was 15, and she got trafficked over there by her dad from Barbados, that they locked her in the office of the record label. And Jay-Z said, there's two ways you're leaving this office, either through this front door with the contract signed or through that window, and we on the 23rd floor.
What the fuck?
Yes. And she was laughing when she was telling the story. Yes. That's why I say none of these niggas get passes about being good people.
What does Super Hot Fire say? You a victim.
So will Clippers get a win? Get to win a series with the new arena? I think so.
I'm gonna have to put that in my notes. That's a crazy story. I'm gonna have to look into.
Jay-Z got a lot of fucked up. He was cool with R. Kelly, and I ain't gotta tell you what R. Kelly was into. And Jeffrey, you know who. So we you know what I'm saying. I always thought that photo was unless you're talking about the Progressive commercial when he had the wig, I always thought that LeBron made shit was a AI photo.
I see P. I move. She saw P. She stayed. The Boondocks is
point though.
The Boondocks is so far ahead of its time. It's crazy. They need to bring that shit back.
It wouldn't survive in this era. People too soft.
They would drop one episode and be like, "Who's the voice actor for these? We need to make sure that they don't get any more brand deals or sponsorships." Oh, wait, Regina King was in this commercial one time. We need to contact that brand and boycott them because she said the F word.
Crazy part is Felice Johnson is out, so he can actually play himself. But he hates the fact that he was in the show and he was even depicted.
Man, Boondocks was so ahead of its time, man. They had this white dude. They had white people saying the N word and nobody even cared. They were just like, it's just comedy.
Oh, the one with the you talking about the episode with the teacher, the white teacher who said it?
That one.
Fred
And
Derapy.
yeah. And there's some other crazy shit happening on that show, but it's like, I'm not saying that people shouldn't be or aren't allowed to be offended by it, but can you also acknowledge that it is a fucking comedy and they are clearly joking? Like
That show, you do realize that the Fred Willard one, which I ain't gonna, you don't want to talk about passes with that word. That is the one time I'll give it a pass because, like, for the sake of it, it was funny. But
it's also literally a true story.
I was about to say it's based on a real teacher who said that shit. Like it's like the LaMilton shit. That's based on a real kid.
Yeah.
Who was bad. It was a bad kid who liked to play with cigarettes.
That episode scared the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it too young the first time. I was like,
that shit was oddly
are
dark,
there really niggas like that? That is crazy.
That episode is oddly dark though, considering it's just two kids. And it actually is kind of creepy too. Why is this old dude stalking a little boy, even if he is evil as hell? Just creepy.
Hey, do you remember, you remember when he fell off that fucking building and that white dude jumped off the building? He was like, "No, we must kill him. He must die. He can't be allowed to live." That shit was crazy.
Oh man, that show is legendary. That's exactly what I'm finna watch after this game is Boondocks. I said Thunderbolts, but I can wait a week when it come out, and I ain't gotta be the Pittsburgh Pirates to watch it. Conscious X said that LeBron James and R. Kelly the same person. Conscious X, you shut up. Lucas selling Wolves got this.
Probably.
It's still early, bro. I say the last 2 minutes is when shit usually starts to get cracking.
27 minutes, 10 points, and 3 fouls. He might be selling.
I ain't talking about Luka himself, but I'm talking about the Lakers as a
whole.
whole.
Yeah.
That's like who was playing the other day. I forgot who it was. And I was like, this game over with, bro. I'll change the channel. I'll change it back to shit close again. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Hey, Grizzlies blew a 29-point lead. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but man,
Nah,
they're
it
fucking
was
bad.
a East Coast team. I forgot who specifically. I was like, yo, this game over with. I just knew it. And it's like, this shit close.
Anthony Edwards is so like cool and likable when it's everything basketball adjacent, but off the court he seems like a real piece of work.
I mean, shit. He an Atlanta nigga. I don't. There's no other way to put it. That's just a real Atlanta nigga.
You knocking hoes up, dropping them off, telling
Texting
them
them to get one. Like that's wild.
send a video, lol, get an abortion, lol. Fucking crazy work.
This is what bothers me about like athletes. I understand they can live their own life to a certain degree and do what they want ish. But like, man, y'all gotta start wearing protection, bro. Like y'all worth millions of dollars out here. I understand some of these women is handlers and all this other shit, but y'all worth millions of dollars, bro. You are always a walking target. Some woman is always clocking your pockets because for some reason your salary is public information because you're a public figure.
I'm
Y'all
saying
gotta
though,
start wrapping that shit up, bro. Like
if
full
you can
out,
just
damn.
Google an NBA player's contract and see that shit, it's like over 100 million. Like, why wouldn't you try to get yourself knocked up? Like, I'm not a woman, but that shit seems like an easy
That's a real
payday.
thing. That's how Lala Anthony found Carmelo. She knew all that nigga's high school stats and all this shit. Was like following him closely on like for real. They really be like that. Like there are women who target players and they will keep up with their stats and shit and really be on like you would have thought they actually watched the games for real as a fan, but they really opportunists for it. That's some real shit. They are
You would have thought they
clocking
were
their ass.
basketball fans the way they know ball. It's crazy.
Yeah, that shit is real, bro. That's why I'm like, bro, you gotta protect yourself, man. It's crazy as fuck. Y'all just busting in anything. That shit, I don't know, man. It's just
I mean, it's an
crazy.
awful thing to do, but I do respect the hustle. It is a hustle. I mean, being willing to carry a child for a lifelong bag is crazy work. But you know,
It's an investment. That's why.
yeah.
18
But
years from a millionaire? Shit.
you gotta
Shit. Who working?
the responsibility is obviously on the man with all of the money with everything to lose. People will forget these girls' names, but that doesn't matter to them. Like they're set for life.
OG said, and is nasty. Shout out Minnesota. Yeah, and is nasty.
Yeah, nah, he's a dog.
Like, yeah,
But he can hoop.
Zion, I think worse, bro. You got that chicken leg bitch, Mariah Mills, and the other one. Like,
Mariah
what y'all
Mills is
doing?
she a problem.
It's like, bro, you can't tell me you attracted to that shit, bro.
Well, I
Like if you
mean,
want to sleep with a flamingo, let me know. But like, damn, bro, like that shit is, ugh. Like,
I just maybe this is just me.
I could see that big Pontiac. So
I'm
Anthony,
just like, why not just get a girlfriend? Like y'all just can't settle down. I get it. If you're 20, 21, 22, 23, like maybe you don't want to be tied down, but it's like you can find a bad one. But wouldn't it be nice to have somebody you could trust?
here's the thing. You ever heard the saying people are only as loyal as their options? Well, when you a
Yeah,
millionaire, you got hella options. It's hard to just lay down with one.
I get
It's
it.
the same shit with pro wrestlers. They always on the road, 200 some days out the year. They might have a wife at home, but a lot of time the wife's still at home and they out on the road. They got a lot of groupies and shit.
Can't take them with you. I get it.
Some they end up cheating on their wife and marrying one of their groupies. Cena's done. I think Cena might have did some shit like that. No, he cheated on his wife. That's what it was. He cheated on his wife with a groupie. Randy Orton's the one who did it. Probably did one of the most fucked up things. He OD'd when he was younger, and his ex-wife, who was like real day one type shit, was the one who called 911, took his ass to the hospital, stayed with him while he almost died. And maybe less than a year later, this nigga ended up cheating on her with one of the groupies, and he ended up marrying that same chick, and having kids with her.
It's insane.
Yeah. So people are only as loyal as they options.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
And dunked on Luca hard. You think he ever gonna win one though? Anthony Edwards.
MVP or championship?
championship.
I'm leaning no.
I think he too much of a hood nigga.
They
It's
don't
like
want to see him
Lamar
win.
Jackson, except his off the field problems are publicized.
Yeah. What's funny is Lamar Jackson doesn't actually do anything off the field. He just like he
Mm,
just tweets funny stuff sometimes. Unless you know something I don't. Like
remember what I
I
said about him hanging out with them niggas, them street niggas,
yeah,
and
but
going to
like
trap houses right after contracts? I ain't say he doing shit. It's just the fact he putting himself in bad situations, in criminal
right.
situations. That's the problem.
Nothing like really documented heavy though, you
Oh
know.
nah. They keeping it. They've been keeping that shit quiet as hell. But he a black athlete. At some point that shit gonna come out. No
Yeah.
black athlete is safe.
When he tries to get that next contract, they're gonna be like, Pepperidge Farm remembers, buddy.
Yeah, Harbaugh said he after he got re-signed by the Ravens, he wanted to make Lamar Jackson the highest paid player in the league,
Nah,
and he
that's
went
just
through
not
hell
happening.
just to get the contract he got now. So imagine if he the highest paid player in the league, what he got to do.
He probably got a crazy good contract too, considering he didn't have an agent. He got whatever the fuck he wanted. That's pretty dope. He didn't even really have to cut anybody in like that.
That's actually smart.
But it's like at the end of the day, if everybody's contracts are public and you know what you've done and accomplished in the league, how hard should it really be to negotiate your contract yourself? You'd be like, hey, that dude made this much and I'm better than him. Let's start there.
Nah, I'm sure there's a lot more that goes into it than that.
I mean, I'm sure there is, but it's like if you know what you're worth and you understand the leverage that you have, like obviously there's like a lot of, details and shit, but at the end of the day, it's like y'all need me. And this is what quarterbacks are worth. So are you going to pay me or not? And they can try and like hold out if they want to, but at the end of the day, like they need Lamar more than Lamar needs them, and everybody knows it. So it was just a matter of time.
I'm gonna put it like this: if negotiating contract was easy, Nico Iamaleava would still be at Tennessee.
Do you think that that's really Tennessee's fault, or do you think he was asking for too much?
He was asking too much. I done heard too much shit around here.
Yeah.
Cause in Center and I live here, that like, yeah, his dad is basically a combination that his dad was the problem. So Nico, the biggest thing about him, he didn't want to do any of the stuff that you're supposed to do as a player with a big NIL deal. You're the face of the team, sign autographs, go to fan events and shit. He 19, 20 years old. He didn't want to do that. They don't give him a pass for not doing it at all. It's like, nigga, you signed that contract, you better do that shit, motherfucker. Suck it up. But
Yeah.
instead, he called his dad, and his dad would cuss out the NIL sponsors and shit like that, and be like, he ain't have to do that shit. He just here getting paid to play football, which is clearly bullshit.
Yeah, like bro, you literally
Name, image, and likeness.
they're
nigga.
literally paying you to do that shit.
Your name, your image, and your likeness. It's not just merchandise, nigga. When you got a deal for a car, say a car show or something, motherfucker, you gonna show up. So yeah, he didn't want to do none of that. He threatened. He was in contact with teams throughout the season. He threatened to sit out leading up to the playoff game. And right after the game, I remember seeing on his social media, he had stories like hinting at a transfer and shit. And a lot of people was like, "Oh, he just talking." I'm like, I don't know. When you start a quarterback, you doing this, and you done already seen 5 receivers enter the portal. Yeah, this ain't just he talking.
Transfer portal was ruining college football, by the way, but that's not a hot take.
That and the NIL, or
Yeah,
the lack
that-
of
yeah.
the lack of regulation is ruining it.
Look,
That's the problem.
obviously they should get paid, and obviously if you want to go play for a different school, you should be able to do that. But it's like the looseness with which it's being done. It's like absolute chaos, and it's taking like you can tell when the Vols play. You could tell who's not fully locked in because they're thinking about like the money or where they're gonna go next or what's gonna happen if they lose this game or whatever. It's like you used to be able to be fans of teams. It's the reason why people don't watch college basketball until March Madness, because like people just be moving around, shuffling around. People are one and done, and it's like I get it. It might be selfish from the fans' perspective, but it's like, sorry, I just want to have some level of attachment to these players instead of assuming that everybody's only gonna be there for one season. That shit is stupid.
Yeah, one and done killed college basketball. NIL that and transfer portal didn't really hurt it as much. It had an impact, but nah, one and done killed college basketball. Banshee Sue said, "How can a QB with an NIL bounce around and learn a playbook. That's the problem with players is like
That's
when
what I'm
shit gets
saying.
tough, they leave after a year, go to their third school. It's like you lost the job here, you lost the job there, you lost the job here again. You want to go again to your fourth school, and it's like nigga, you don't like adversity, you don't like a little competition for a starting job that someone can push you and make you better. You don't want to sit and learn one style of offense instead of always playing catch up with the other quarterback. Like
Part of the
it's stupid.
reason why Clark is probably worth over $10 million is not just because she's an exceptional basketball player, but because she built that fandom by staying at a school for years, taking a loss and not running from it, but continuing to be the star of that school. She's like the most famous person in Iowa or from Iowa at that time because instead of, losing or winning and leaving, she was like, I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna continue to be the most famous person in this state. Like, there's some value in
Mm,
that, I think.
I don't know. She is definitely top five in Iowa as far as famous. I don't know if George Kittle is from Iowa. I'm gonna toss that one out there.
I meant
Steph
like
freaking Rollins,
for the time she
whole
was
dude that
there
doesn't
is
make me
what I
so.
mean, really. Like if you brought up Iowa, people were like, oh, that's where Caitlin Clark is.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. If we talking about as far as the college, yeah, for sure.
Like Nico, like he could have been that guy at Tennessee, but he quit as soon as the grind got too hard, or as soon as his dad started being annoying. It's like, bro, can you just fucking stay here? I
To
promise
be
Tennessee's
fair,
chill.
and that's true. That once you're a Tennessee ball, the fans will love you. You are part of the family.
That's what I'm
But when
saying.
you leave, and especially in a shitty way like Lane Kiffin or Nico did, then it's like fuck you for life.
I
There's
literally
no
took the
coming
words out
back.
of my mouth. I was like, "That is fuck you for
That
life."
is
Like, I hope he gets annihilated wherever he goes. Like, you're
Yeah,
you're
he's at
you're you're, you're the
UCLA,
op
and
now.
guess what? They play at Ohio State this year, and he's on a worse team, so he finna get his shit
They're gonna get
ran
fucking
the fuck through.
thrashed. They're gonna get
Yeah.
obliterated.
I hate Ohio State, but I hope they drop 70 on their ass. I hope UCLA does. I hope UCLA scores negative points. I hope they end with -7 points. They are so bad that they had to take points away.
I hope he
Yeah.
throws 9 picks in the first quarters and has to transfer after the first game.
Odd enough, I don't really hate Nico that damn much. It's just his dad's really the biggest one to blame. It's when
Yeah,
parents
he's
try
just
to
a
live
kid.
through their kids.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
He's not gonna make it to the NFL, so it doesn't matter.
It's not
He's
too
gonna
late. It's not
Yeah.
too late. He will definitely probably be. He didn't definitely hurt his draft stock for sure.
If he gets drafted, it'll be like the middle of the seventh round, bro. He's not like that. I'm sorry.
He might be one of them that if he does get drafted, he'll go through that Shadur Sanders shit. He gonna be one of them. I can see it already. It's like he'll go lower than he should, and also he was getting paid an assload amount of money for someone off of potential.
Right.
That's really the biggest thing. If you gonna pay a lot of money for a quarterback in college, I'm not finna pay a nigga off potential. Fuck that. I'm paying. What did you do with other schools? If you want to transfer, what did you do with other schools? Then we can talk. But off potential, no. We've seen this too many times. But off potential, who was supposed to be good? Not everyone's Arch Manning
Yeah.
or a Manning. Period. I hate how these McDonald's commercials make the food look so good, but when you realize it really ain't. Like
Yeah,
when you get it, it don't look nothing like the shit on TV.
it's literally never looked like that. There was a time where they had this policy where if you ordered like a quarter pounder, they would like make it fresh and you could tell, and that was kind of nice. I would get that like every other month. It would be kind of cool, but nah. Generally, that shit is not. That shit is not hitting like that. I'll be right back.
All right, bet. That Nico below average. I'll say this about Nico. Part of the problem with Nico was offensive line issues. His inability to process the offense quickly. That's something that hurts him. Tennessee's offense is not a pro style offense. That hurts him too. Receivers dropping passes, couldn't get separation. So it ain't all on Nico, but he definitely didn't play out of his mind. He damn sure didn't play good enough to warrant a pay raise. If you got 19 touchdown passes in a 13 game season and you threw under 3,000 yards passing, something ain't right. Something ain't right. You damn sure better not be asked for no pay raise. Depends on the school. Tennessee wasn't going for that shit. Miami desperate as hell. Tennessee ain't that fucking desperate. Even if he was supposed to be our future, the future face of the team for what 3-4 years or so. Yeah, nah, Tennessee wasn't bending like that. Josh Heupel don't play that shit. You can't punk every coach. But yeah, that definitely did hurt though. Was seeing Carson Beck leave and get paid what he did, considering he wasn't all that.
Damn, Austin.
I feel like you low key gonna become an Austin Reeves fan.
I just want him to play well so the Lakers win. Like, I understand how important he is to their success. So when I see him, oh my god,
Crossed his ass.
oh my
Fuck,
god,
you saw that shit, right?
oh my god,
Dante, bro, he had that nigga like that nigga was in a 3-point stance, bro.
Dante DiVincenzo is nice. He's underrated in my opinion. I wish the Knicks.
I like DiVincenzo. They did him dirty with the Knicks though. Like all your homies get to the team, now all of a sudden you gotta go.
That was like such a cool story too, and they were just like, "Nah, fuck that. We want Karl Anthony Towns." Why?
He did the voice thing again yesterday too. He was like, "Shout out to the table." I was like, "There it goes." I went straight to the comments as soon as I heard. I was like, "Who saw that? Who saw that?"
Look,
and somebody
bro.
had it, and they had the little nail emoji with the nails out. And shit. I was like,
"Yeah." Look, man. Oh my god, they showed it again. Look, I was a theater kid. I know that I sound dramatic and high pitched sometimes. Just embrace it. It's okay. You don't have to pretend like your voice is deeper than it is, man. It's really not that big of a deal. It only becomes a big deal when you're constantly switching pitches back and forth. It's like, nigga, we can hear you. Like, we know what you sounded like yesterday. Stop faking. It's weird.
There's Garland's like that too. He don't switch his voice, but he got that high pitched, sassy voice. He don't change his shit at all.
Yeah, man, it's fine. Just be yourself.
I guess it's hard when you 7 feet tall. Like people,
Yeah.
since you so big, you're supposed to be intimidating. So Wolves are 5, NBA done with 40-year-old LeBron.
Wolves in 5 is it's wild.
When's the last time LeBron went out in less than 6? Was it that Nugget series?
Yeah, no, they were getting cooked by the Nuggets for a little while. That's probably it.
Yeah, I think when the Nuggets went to the finals, I think that was the last one.
They lost to 4 or 5. I just remember like people were saying that every game was close, so it was like a close sweep or a close gentleman sweep or something. Like, yeah, but they lost like every game, so.
Nah, I don't care how close the games are. If you got swept, you got swept. There's no excuses.
Yeah, no such
If
thing.
you that close that many times, you should have fucked around and won at least 1 or 2 of them bitches.
Yeah, you should have accidentally got one, bro.
They accidentally make a layup that you wasn't supposed to make. Like, shit, damn, my fault. You call a foul next time, ref. Sorry about that. Call a travel. Just say I travel. Just take it away. Well, yeah, this shit going down the wire. This nigga got 29 points. LeBron it is 10-17 from the field, 2 of 5 from Tracy.
If they lose, they'll blame Luka. Please don't. Okay.
Even if they down to a backboard 3.
What the fuck? I know this man and I'll just run back to the 3-point line and bank in a 3. Yeah, this shit's rigged.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, you can shoot a bank 3, but like, who's really trying to shoot a bank 3?
But
from that angle, like,
but the whole right trigger is sprint back to the wing to bank in a 3. Like, what the fuck? You gotta know some shit.
He went out 5 last year.
And you already know JJ Redick calling his timeout. What the fuck are you guys doing? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, you're right. I thought they went out in 6 last year. That's right. They did go out in 5. So I'm glad NBA ratings will get worse. Shit, I don't know about that. I don't know if I'll be happy about it. I just wish there was a change to actually make the shit better. Because even if the ratings are bad, there's nothing Adam Silver has done since ratings have declined to even improve shit.
Get rid of the play-in tournament. Shorten the season. No more back-to-backs. I like the minimum amount of games played for the awards. I think that's good. Just make the regular season matter, bro. Because I want to care about these games, but there's too much load management, too much sitting out. You got to go to
Yeah.
too many different places to watch the fucking games. I got to watch this shit on Dream West because every time I want to go watch a game, it's on a different fucking platform. Sometimes it's on ESPN, sometimes it's on League Pass, sometimes it's on NBA TV. It might be on fucking Max or TNT. I'm like, bro, please.
Just go to Dream West for all the sports shit, bro. You ain't got to jump to 8 different
I
fucking
know.
streaming things. Only time is like if it's on Max. Since I got it, like fuck, I'll watch it on Max. Cause
Yeah.
why not? But like everything, nigga,
Max
Dream West. What you mean?
Max is pretty cold.
That shot had help off the glass. Facts. Is he, bro? You can't tell me he's still not drafted. Nah, there's no way this man is not drafted. Let me see.
I just saw Serena Williams in this commercial, and I was thinking about the fact that like she came out and she was like, "Me crip walking to not like us had nothing to do with Drake," and we were all like, "All right, bro, okay, whatever you say, man."
Same nigga who tried to hit. Mm-mm-mm.
Me when I lie.
Damn, he didn't get drafted today either. Shit. Damn. 102 picks in, he still did not get picked. That's 3 rounds too, mind you. Woo. That's bad. You know what'd be crazy though? I was just thinking about this. Considering his mentor is Tom Brady, what if that nigga went and got picked the same draft pick as Tom Brady? I'm just saying. I'm not saying he gonna have the same career, but I'm just saying, think about it.
Wow. I went to Twitter. Number one trending, Shador, 359,000 posts.
Shador going through hell. So become the first team to go back to back since 2018 Dubs. I agree. Dylan Gabriel Milroe got drafted over Shador. The fact Milroe got drafted says a lot. Says a whole lot.
Somebody said, "Damn, Desmond Ritter got drafted in the 3rd round, but they won't take Shador." It's crazy.
Damn. That's real bad. What makes it worse is this a weak draft class and he went this low.
Shador coping is crazy.
What you mean?
He's on Twitter an hour ago, and he said, "Thank you, God, for everything." Bro, just be quiet, man. Damn, one of the first comments I see is, "Put the fries in the bag, champ."
Damn.
That's cold, bro. Come on.
I'll say this: whatever team he goes to, if he does ball out, none of this shit will matter about him going late, except for like the financial aspect of things.
Get ready to learn Chinese, my boy. Yeah, you gotta get off Twitter.
So if it was rigged, Lakers would be winning every game was rigged. That's why they got betting odds, my boy. If anything, Lakers got to sell a little bit more. It is so frustrating watching Julius Randle play basketball. Like he's not bad. It's just watching the way he plays is just frustrating. Turnover by the Lakers, dribbled off his foot. Leading to a transition, yam. 7-point ball game. Someone prank called him pretending it was another team wanting to draft him. So
I saw that. It's getting bad, man. It's getting bad.
Damn, bro. Like, that's so fucked up.
I might need to do an episode about this. I've never seen anything like it. It's weird. They treating this man like he took a knee during the national anthem or something.
I'm trying to think what was worse. Then I want to say Aaron Rodgers fell a little bit too.
Okay, Braun.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers fell in the draft too.
Well, he's actually a jerk.
But nah, like considering like how his career is, that's why I say that.
Right? Yeah.
And he was highly sought out too coming into the league. Nas Reed in the corner. 7-point ball game.
He's just always there and open, bro. JJ Redick's head is literally gonna explode. It's the same shit. Every time they lose, this Nas Reed just sitting there fucking wide open.
Part of me wants to be like, to be fair, it's not like he a guard or nothing. To be fair.
Damn.
It's kind of like if you look at if Russ is wide open from three, it's like, it's Russell Westbrook. Like, you can take that chance.
Braun 35 on 12 and 19, 4-7 from three. It's crazy. I'm just waiting on the "we top heavy as fuck" comment from Le Coach.
I mean, shit, they really got to play only 7 players max.
I mean, to be fair,
the
the Lakers are kind of top heavy as fuck, if we're being honest.
They've been top heavy as hell for a while.
They've been top heavy LeBron's whole career.
It's just that
since he started putting his own teams together.
Just like the media likes to act like either they worse than they truly are or they better than they truly are.
Yeah, all teams that LeBron are on get that kind of like no in between commentary. It's either like they're going to the finals or LeBron doesn't have enough help, and there's no other conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of annoying. I understand why people were upset about that. It's either they're going to the finals with a chance to win, or this roster's so poorly constructed. Why aren't they building around LeBron more? That shit is kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. They don't do that for anybody else, by the way. If Steph's team is bad, they're just like, I guess the team's just not that good this year. Oh, man. LeBron, like, I'll just do it myself. Nas Reed trying to cross up a 40-year-old is ridiculous. Stupid ass shot. Oh. Yeah, that's JJ Redick about to punch somebody in the fucking stomach. Who said LeChoke? Ban him! Oh, man. Oh, I can't hear you, by the way.
Say what? Say that again.
Oh, okay. I can hear you now. I couldn't.
Oh, my hand touched the thingy. Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
I was saying, he said, what y'all think about the Celtics losing to the Magic? Probably milk a game out of it. That's all that is. Boston's
Celtics
still
lost?
winning the series. Yeah, they lost.
Oh, no. Anyway.
That's one of them. What I was saying? I was like, you mad they go to 5? That's one of those.
Yeah. It's just
I ain't trying to watch the Magic like that. No disrespect to the Magic, but like, I don't care about the Magic.
With all due disrespect, we don't care about the Magic.
Yeah, I ain't cared about the Magic since they had the Dwight Howard, bro. Like, I'm cool on that.
Look,
Banchero nice though, for sure. I give him that, but like,
yeah. Paolo and Franz, like, they're nice, but they're just.
It's the Magic, bro.
They're just nice. Yeah.
It's like the Nets, bro. It's like it's the Nets, bro. Like, sure, it was a little different when it was Kyrie and KD and Harden and shit, but like,
I remember when people thought
the Nets, bro.
I remember people thought the Nets were gonna do something. It's crazy. You know, in hindsight,
twice.
At some point, when we have more time, we need to have a conversation about how Kevin Durant isn't actually a winning player. He got 2 rings because he was on the most stacked team in history. But, you know,
his thing, he's one of them that, like, you could argue he doesn't necessarily make your team better at this stage in his career. Because it's like you got to give up so much to get him. That's the problem. Every team that ends up getting Kevin Durant, you got to give up your bench.
He hasn't made
Brooklyn.
it past
Case
the
in point.
second round since he was on the Warriors. He's not doing shit.
Again, what did I say? The teams that he goes to, you got to give up your bench, a lot of your role players, and that's what keeps a lot. If you notice, a lot of teams typically tend to regress, and they
If
fire
his
their coach as a
career,
result
if his
after he
career
gets there.
started after the Warriors, then people would be talking about him like he's Trae Young, bro. All he does is score and not win. Why is he any different from Trae Young or LaMelo? What? Because he's fucking tall and gets blocked sometimes?
No,
I'm
because
sorry, bro.
what did I say? You have to get as a team. You have to give up so much of your team. Like
Right.
you can't just win a game with say LeBron. You can't just win a game with a Steph Curry. You need some other help. So if you give up your bench when Kevin Durant gets tired, you have nothing as a backup plan to be a stopgap from when the other team makes a run. That's the problem. Every team he goes to, Phoenix, gave
They
up
have
their
no depth.
bench. They ain't done shit. Brooklyn gave up their bench and gave up even more to get James Harden, who they really didn't need, and you get what you got. And then they got an old ass, who is an old ass Andre Drummond or old ass Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, all these like. That's what it is, bro.
The
You just
worst
got to give up
mistake
too much for it.
that Nets team, man. If they just had Kyrie and KD and spent that hard money on actual good players like role players, then that would actually be a potential contender. But they just had to force in Harden's big ass, and it just didn't make sense to have all three of those personalities on one team.
Yeah, I was just like, why the fuck y'all getting Harden? I understand Kevin Durant and Harden used to play together. I understand that, but it's like y'all don't need him. If anything, that fucks shit up because he needs the ball to be more effective and dribble and all this other shit. Kyrie needs the ball to dribble and all this other shit.
Yeah.
And Kevin Durant, he should know better. He played with Russell Westbrook, a dude who likes to dribble and all this shit.
KD is
And we
good
saw that
off
how
ball, but like it doesn't make sense to have three offensive superstars. So like 60% of your starting lineup is not committed heavily to defense. So like
and
how
need the
would you
ball in
expect
their
it?
hands too.
Exactly.
Well,
And
at least
players
50%.
NBA players generally aren't as engaged on defense if they're not getting their shot offensively, and I think that goes even more so for like star players. So it was never gonna fucking work. And they had Steve Nash at coach. Like, what are we doing? Like, y'all are not serious.
Appreciate it, Blackbird. Yeah, he said the NBA GM's overvalue KD as the at this point in his career. Yeah, he on the back end of his career. What is he? 30? I looked this up the other day. I think
He
he's
gotta be 34,
36.
35, 36, something like that.
So it goes. Let's see. LeBron's 40. KD is 36.
I think Steph is
Jimmy
37.
Butler is 34. Steph is 37.
Crazy.
Harden is 30. I think he's 34. Paul George, I think, is 34. Clay, I think he was 36, 35, 36. Something like
Draymond
that.
looked like 45, but I know he's not that old.
I think Kyrie's 33. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Kyrie 33. But yeah, a lot of them niggas on the back end of their career. The
I'm
only
gonna go
one
pee
who
real quick.
the only one I say who truly really like didn't really fall off completely is Steph, and that's because his style of play is different. He can get away with chucking up threes from a ridiculous distance. King should have built around Booker, Bridges, Johnson, Aiton core. Yeah. The moment they got Katie, I was like, yeah, they cooked. Said the guy that wanted to be Black Steve Nash. Who wanted to be Black Steve Nash? You talking about Booker? $103 all, 431. Got this nigga Rui looking like a goddamn ninja or some shit. Braun 11 points, 3 of 4, 3 for 3 from 3, 3 or 4 from the field. We'll see how this shit go. Mm. 3-pointer by Ant-Man. Yeah, this shit going down to the wire. Brick.
Ant 25 and 5 threes.
Yeah, Lakers selling for like bad threes at this point. I'm about to say if Dante made that shit.
To love a good wide open three. I mean,
I said
it's
Steve
really
Nash said in
good.
the interview he want to be black. Most white people want to be black.
Look, okay. Some people, because I put that in an episode of mine talking about that. It's like I'm not mad at Steve Nash for feeling that way. It's just like, why the fuck would you say that publicly at your age? Like, why? Oh, I wanted to be black. It's like, bro, we know.
I don't have a problem with him saying it. I mean, shit. If you
It's
want
just
to be
silly.
black, I mean, shit. Tell the truth. Like Kristaps Porzingis, his how he learned about American culture was watching always every day after school or something. Kristaps said he would watch World Star Hip Hop, and that's how he learned about American culture.
That is a terrible way to learn about
I know,
American
but again, it focused on
culture.
black people, and you see the way he
Yeah,
dressed and all this shit. Yeah, like
that's actually
black
funny.
people are trendsetters for a reason. We do shit in other countries, other people, other ethnicities follow. You got Asians out here who can change their hair texture. My brother sent me a video of this where they change their hair texture from whatever their actual hair texture is to like black people shit. It looked like their dreadlocks look just like mine. The way they did the texture, whatever chemical they put in there. Yes, they trying to be like us.
I mean, black people pretty cool, so I
Yeah.
get it.
If we all started bleaching our hair blonde like every black person one day, I promise you within the same week every white person do the same shit. Not every white person, but a lot. We see a lot of people all over the world doing the same shit.
Who bleached their hair first? I forgot. Was it Chris Brown or Eminem? I feel like
Who's
it
the
might have
first
been
one who
Eminem.
popularized it?
I feel like it was Eminem. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean he kind of came in the game with the blonde. Even though I doubt that was his natural hair color, but
That
as
man was
far as
not
like
blonde.
bleaching from they dark to they light, um I wanna say it might have been Chris Brown.
I feel like Chris Brown was the first really famous black person to do it.
I think it was Chris Brown. I'm trying to think. I
Good
might
old
be
Breezy.
no. I guess Cisco was actually the first one I could think of that did that shit. Cisco, the thong song. Him. Yeah, he the
Forgot
first
all
one to
about
do
that.
it.
Somebody said Bronny about to put the clamps on Ant. If y'all don't shut the fuck up.
White Chocolate is Jason Williams. Jason Williams actually was teammates with Randy Moss because they both from West Virginia when they were younger.
When the fuck did Jaden McDaniels get 27 points? Have I not been watching the right game?
McDaniels be cooking sometimes, bro.
Are we
Yeah,
sure
nice.
Ant's the best player on this team? It's funny because every time they try to give Ant credit, he's like, "But we got Jaden McDaniels though." He's saying that
Yeah, I
shit for a
remember
reason.
that. Y'all got KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels, and
We got
McDaniels
Jaden
showed up
McDaniels.
too. McDaniels did his shit too that playoff series, so it was valid at the time. Oh shit! I thought that was finna bounce in at three until Hibachi touched that shit.
Hibachi.
Cause it looked like he was finna get a real favorable magnetic bounce in that bitch like a koala in the three.
So sick of Nas reading his fucking hair.
What, you hate his dreads?
Did Luca just get straight up outran on that? Because that's what it looked like.
Nico Harrison's like, see, that's why I traded him, guys.
See, that's why I got rid of that fat fuck. See?
He didn't run. He was out of shape. I tried to tell y'all niggas, bro.
Try to tell him.
It would
did.
be funny though if the Lakers did lose in the first series, or first round. Especially if you like Nico Harrison, you don't look so bad as much anymore. At least not now. So Wesley Snipes had blonde hair in the movie with Stallone. What was the name of the movie? I didn't know that.
Still can't believe that Shay Shay was out here hitting on a 19-year-old.
I'm not surprised. Look at Bill Belichick. No, a lot of people, like, sure, people have joked about it, but people don't give Bill Belichick as much shit for that. And that's a way bigger age difference.
The
He's
difference
70
is
something. She's
that
24. That's a huge difference.
he publicly came out with the girl and was like, "I'm dating her and I don't care." This is fucked up because first of all, the text messages are abhorrent, and he publicly shared that shit. Also, there's a sex tape that he has openly talked about. But the Bill Belichick shit is gross too. But he's at least standing on it. That's the difference to me. Like
And Belichick know when not to talk too.
exactly. That's the whole point. Like he know when to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I've heard of things that Shannon has been involved in the past or similar shit. Not to this degree with details, but it don't really shock me too much. It's just really like you too old to be moving it sloppy. That's really the biggest
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So you should know if you mess with a younger girl, number one, they're gonna be more in tune with social media and how phones and shit work. Nah, bruh. Don't do that. Hell, I actually had a college professor who maybe not to this degree, but he kind of got in a similar situation to Shannon. Kind of. So this teacher that I had, he used to work in Cleveland during LeBron's first stint with the Cavaliers. He was the lead sports announcer for the news station, like local Cleveland news and shit. He had a co-worker, I think she was an intern, like a grad assistant or something, working there. And I think they went out for drinks after work. They were kind of cool and shit. It started off kind of cordial, but they kind of got closer. Went out for drinks. Ended up going back to his place. Mind you, he was married and had a daughter. And this is a black guy, and his wife is black too. So you know black women don't play that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, he goes back there with this woman. I think she was white. And slept with her. Next day, all of a sudden on the news, they talk about how this man got hit with a SA charge or SH and all. She had a whole court case. He lost his job. He beat the case too. He beat the case because he didn't grape her or whatever like that or take advantage. But he beat the case, and his wife was there in support of him during the post-court interviews and shit like that. And even whenever I was covering baseball or softball or whatever, and I talked to other people in the media and local Knoxville media and stuff, like, what class you? When I tell them, they'd act kind of funny. Like he was like kind of blackballed for real. Because like when you typed in his name, that was the first shit that popped up when you Googled it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean,
He did give me that one
it's a day
word of
ending in
advice.
Y and
Don't sleep
Prime.
don't sleep with a coworker. Or at least not in the corporate world. Do not sleep with a coworker.
Prime Ant is blowing past LeBron. I'm not going to pretend to be surprised. I think this might be over.
That Wolves 2-1 if Lakers lose game 4, it's a wrap.
Oh, of course. They're not coming back down 3-1 with a 40-year-old as their second best player.
Hell no.
It's too much. It's too steep a hill to climb. So
That's
next
what I'm
game is
saying, Black.
next game is a must-win for the Lakers, obviously.
It's a must win.
Like, this is the textbook pivotal game 3, but if you're down 2-1,
Game 4, that's the real motherfucker.
yeah,
pivot.
this is actually it. Damn. I just wanted a good long series, but you know, once
It
the
ain't over
Timberwolves
with,
go,
bro. It ain't over with. Wasn't there a series last year that looked like it was over with, but it wasn't? It ended up being closer than we thought. Was it not the T-Wolves and the Mavericks? Did the T-Wolves get up to a lead? They was whooping ass. Niggas was talking crazy. And then Dallas fuck around and won that series.
Yeah, well, things are different. Luka's fat now, so
He always been fat. That ain't no new shit. Tell LeBron doing all the work. Well, shit, when Luka fat ass selling, yeah, he ain't got no choice. And they ain't got no bench. It's like if it ain't him, he got to give it to AR-15.
Did somebody say Shadur got drafted to the Rams? Is that real?
Where the fuck you see this shit? I don't see that. I thought the draft was over for today. It's already midnight. Let me see. Because last shit I saw was 3. Yeah, no. I don't see that. Let me see.
Okay. Nah,
Josiah Stewart did from Michigan, but not Shadur. Should do. Georgia put out a lot of niggas. Damn.
So he's
We
going
put out, I
fourth
think,
round.
two. Norman Lott went to the Chiefs from Tennessee. James Pierce fell lower than I thought too. I thought he's supposed to be a top 10 pick. He went to the Falcons at 26. Shit, the Falcons actually still got a decent defense. Malachi Starks went to the Ravens. I like that pickup a lot. Travion Henderson, Ohio State went to New England. Slick finna be decent this year. I'm calling it now. Said Rudy got 1 point. My French goat.
Man, fuck Rudy Gobert.
Is it because of 2020?
Isn't he the dude that during the panda he was like throwing his hands all over the mic, bro? That shit
Yeah.
was. He deserves more hate for that.
I think people don't like. Well, this is a very valid reason. He's what he get defensive player of the year, but he can't play perimeter defense. It's like,
Yeah, bro just
are you
bro
really the
just
best
floats
defensive
around the
player, my
basket.
nigga? Luka made him
Like,
look
bro,
crazy last year.
you're just Zach Edey, bro. You just be hanging around the basket.
Yeah, he a little
That's-
bit better than that though. But
Yeah, that was kind of disrespectful. But look, he can't play perimeter defense, and he has no
and
offensive game.
I was about to say he's a huge
And-
offensive liability.
Like he gets cooked by Luka every day. So
Honestly,
is
if
what it is.
I was like a GM for a team, if I was gonna get a big man, I would make sure if he can't shoot, which I'm cool with the motherfucker not shooting, he ain't gotta chuck out threes and shit as a center. You better know how to shoot some free throws.
yeah,
Like I don't care what you do, you better know how to get rebounds, play defense, block shots, shoot free throws.
you gotta
That's
be
it.
at least 65-70% from the line.
Nah, nigga, fuck that. You better be at least like 75, 80.
Nah, it's-
Because you gotta realize the compensation, the fact that you can't shoot for real, like jump shots or your offense is limited. Yeah, if you get fouled, you better make up for that shit at the free throw line. I ain't got time for no missed free throws and shit. It's not like you Shaq where you can get away with that shit.
I was talking about that shit earlier, and I think the Lakers are going to, in fact, lose by 5 points or more. Damn it!
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people took the Lakers actually to cover. In hindsight,
Bruh, and it was really close, actually, for a really long time.
I mean, you know, shit changes when they start fouling and all this shit. That's how they really get to be able to cover spreads and shit. You know, all it takes is a quick inbound three, and boom, 1 point game or shit like that. Because them last 2 minutes be dragging on in the NBA playoff games. Well, I hate that.
I'm cutting this shit off. JJ Redick's not sleeping tonight.
I don't know. This nigga ain't. Okay, he called time, and I thought he turned the ball off. I was like, this nigga here. So unless Shadour's a receiver, nah, that ain't happening. He ain't fast enough. He not fast enough for that shit, no.
He's not even athletic enough to do anything besides quarterback. With all due respect.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I get it. He black, but like, nah, he ain't. He ain't that damn black. He ain't one of them. He's no Lamar, no Jalen. I can tell you that.
Nah, I get it. He's black, but he is just a quarterback.
Yeah, his name got you fooled, bro. I get it. Shadur sound like a nigga who can run fast, but
Does sound fast.
nah. Look at my two unks.
Where?
That's crazy.
Well,
He Hawaiian though, so it's whatever.
I look. Yeah, no, he's a young one. I look forward to doing more stuff like this. Hopefully, man, I look forward to watching games that don't start at fucking 9:30 your time. I was over here complaining about how late this starts for me, but you're actually an hour ahead of me, so this shit is crazy.
Yeah, I was like, damn,
Starting-
I want to SmackDown, but I'm
Starting games at 9:30 p.m. is so cruel to the East Coast.
shit is better than 10 p.m. games.
I just don't. I couldn't do that shit. And it's tough because like my brother, as you know, he lives in Chattanooga, so he's on the East Coast too, and he's a huge LeBron fan. So like I'll be telling him the games are coming on, and like, are you gonna watch? And he's like, the game starts at 9:45. I'm not watching. He's like, I have to fucking work in the morning. It's
I
tough.
get it though. I totally get it. Like for me, it really depends. Like if I'm hanging with my girl or something, it's like, yeah, this game probably ain't finna be seen right now. I might have to catch these highlights in the morning. It's like Arrow be good, bro. Arrow been good. Arrow been hitting.
I just I just tell my wife straight up like I'm watching basketball tonight, so we can't do anything. Sorry, it's just gonna be a late one. It's just
Some of them,
it
it's
just
like the
has to.
matchups that they pick for the late slot just ain't even worth it. It's like watching who was it late the other night? I was like, bro, this ain't even.
We're like
I don't even
Nuggets
want
and
to watch this.
Clippers,
No, it was who was it before that? Night before that, when the Rockets and Rockets
Rockets and
and Warriors.
Warriors. Yeah, all these
Yeah, I
damn
was
West Coast
like,
teams, bro.
yeah, I ain't watching this shit, bro. I'm cool on that. If it was this game right here, it'd be different though.
The pivotal
Yeah, this
game
shit
three.
over. Homie just bricked that shit. Hibachi fucking bricked that shit.
Next time a game matters, maybe I'll come on. But yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
about you, man. I mean, actually, I do. I feel like you stay up later than me, man. I be trying to be in bed at like 9:30 Central Standard. Like I like going to bed early and waking up early. I be getting up at like 6 o'clock, 6:30 every morning. Stretch, push ups, walk, shower. You know, I got like a little routine or whatever, and it's like I just like getting up early, getting shit done early, and being able to relax in
Man.
the evening. But
Yeah, I'm the opposite though in the sense of like bedtimes. I'm like Batman, bro. I got that fucked up ass Batman sleep schedule. I stay up till like 2 a.m., wake up at 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning and shit, and just get cracking and shit. It do catch up after a couple days though, for sure.
oh yeah, man, dude, that's why I'm yawning, dog. Like I really don't, I really just don't be up this late, bro. I'm really an old ass man. It's wild.
Yeah, I'm fine to end this shit soon. Anyway, I'm just ready for this shit to was essentially over at this point, and I'm sweating my ass off right now. I got a
Why
THC
is
drink
it?
in the refrigerator.
Why is it hot where you are?
I forgot to turn on the AC, and I sat down and got comfortable.
Well, you save
Yeah,
money
and
on
this room
electricity.
hot as fuck during the summer too. This the hottest room during the summer, and the coldest during the winter. Yeah.
Hey, bro, I was telling my people this, man. Since I transitioned into full time content creation, electricity bills whooping my ass. It's crazy. So
Oh yeah, that
I
shit
I,
high.
I get it. You got to keep that AC on, bro. We were paying $90 a month. That shit jumped up to 250.
God damn.
I think that
Shit.
might be me. I think that might be
Fuck.
the
You
whole
say two.
YouTube thing.
Shit, nigga.
Two
Damn.
fucking 50, $250 for one
Shit.
month of electricity. Yeah, bro.
What are you running? I gotta know. I ain't trying to be nosy or nothing, but like, 'cause
No,
I know
no.
we public, but like, what are you
No,
running?
no, 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 no. That's fine. That's fine. Well, like, so when I'm like recording and editing the show, like I have two laptops running because like I got one just to like I have like fucking Dragon Ball Z or some random old like highlights running or something on a different laptop. But like I
Yeah, for
also live
background noise.
stream, and when I'm live streaming, I have two laptops running because I got the camera on this one that has the mic and stuff hooked up, but I also have the chat on this other one, and then I got the fucking neon sign and this shit right here, and it's just, and like I be here all day, just like working on the show, working on the podcast, doing live streams and stuff, and that shit just adds up. And when I'm not doing the podcast, when I'm not doing the shows, I be playing FIFA and shit. So like the lights are always on. Like I'm always doing shit. So it's just the cost of doing business, but that shit hurt.
I feel you. Yeah, like same here. It's like you got the lights here, all this shit. But here's the secret. Anytime I do a stream, if I'm gonna be in here, I turn everything else off. Like
Right.
living room, lights off, kitchen. I ain't finna be in that bitch. Off. And the
Nah.
lights on the behind my couch, that shit is hooked up to a portable charger, so I ain't using no actual plug-in shit. So yeah, portable charger off Amazon, free plug right there. Get you one of those. That shit'll come in handy for a lot of shit.
During the day, if the sun's out, bro, it'll be dead silent here. Everything unplugged, all the lights off. Don't even have the bathroom fan turned on. Like everything is off because I'm not trying to run up the bill like that. But you gotta work, so it is
It
what it
is what
is.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we finna slide like electric out this motherfucker, man. We have fun chopping it up with y'all. This is probably the latest stream I've done in a long time. Long ass time. It's probably since the Super Bowl for real. I think that was like 1 a.m. But yeah, man, hit that RKO button, that like button if you know what I'm saying, that Stone Cold Stunner button, that Cold Breaker button, the Attitude Adjustment button, or the Crossroads if you a Cody Crybaby. Fuck that nigga. But we out though.